have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love is the truth. Reach the truth.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome to Patient Saints Radio.
What sound like that?
Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm Deacon Malachi.
I'm Captain Amaziah.
Captain Aurier.
Officer Mickey Yale.
Officer Jerry Hand.
And Officer Carmeli.
All praise to the Most High. We are back.
Hey, I know we only get 2
That's
hours. Right. We have short time today because we got a lot to cover. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Deke.
Shalom, brothers and sisters on YouTube. Shalom, brothers and sisters on Facebook. All your brothers and sisters on social media. Shalom. Good morning. Most time, God bless you all. It's a beautiful day. Happy to be with you all. I want to touch on a couple of stuff before we jump to the article. Last night class was a heavy class. Like Christ said, some of you are going to get it. Some of you are not going to get it. Some of you are going to get it. Some of you are not going to get it. But last night class was a heavy class, so that's why I'm going to leave it there. But there is something I want to talk about. I usually look at comments on social media. One of the things that right now is the biggest in social media is you got Israel right now is coming out saying that the Northern Kingdom is not Israel. But I'm not worried about that.
Right.
Only an idiot will believe that. Right. I'm not worried about that. But I also saw other comments. Like, let me tell you something, Israel. Let me tell you something. Always remember, when you look at, okay, for example, I know we got to talk about this, and I'm going to wait for us to talk about this when Bishop is here, when Captain Shema is here, when the captain is here. Even as a matter of fact, we also going to invite Deacon Yausap to talk about this. I'm talking about the Malcolm X documentary.
Yes.
We got to talk about that. But I don't know how many of you saw the Malcolm X documentary.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw the whole thing.
I started seeing it. I ain't seen the whole thing yet. But so far, this is what I'm pick up on it. When you look at Malcolm X got killed for one reason only. Mm-hmm. He got killed because the leaders that was in NOI was afraid that if they don't kill him, too many people was going to follow him. That's the reason Malcolm X got killed. Malcolm X didn't get killed for nothing else but that. And guess what? Today, you got brothers and sisters doing the same thing to us in IUIC.
Yep.
Yes, I said that.
Yes.
Same thing.
And they're preaching brotherhood.
Yes, they're preaching brotherhood.
Preaching brotherhood. We got to get together. Malcolm and Elijah should have solved their problems.
It's all. Listen, some of you are a bunch of hypocrites. Hypocrites. That's what you are. You're a bunch of hypocrites. Now, I want to do a little history with your brothers and sisters that listen this morning. When you look at every single movement, black movement, you can start with Sojourner Truth.
Right.
You can go with Marcus Garvey. You can go with Black Panther. You can go with NOI. Am I say it right? Nation of Islam. You can go with what is the Martin Luther King movement name again?
Southern Christian movement. SCLC, something like that.
SCLC.
Yeah.
There was what was called the Hispanics. The Hispanics got a couple of them.
The Brown Tigers.
Brown Beret.
Brown Beret. The Brown. But the point is this: they all now you got the Israelite. Mm-hmm. They all got one thing in common. You guys want to know what it is?
I know what it is, D. I think I know what it is.
I know what it is.
What it is?
They all got agents
Hateful Negroes involved.
Yes.
How about that?
that look like us.
Yes. Every single
people.
one of them, Esau destroyed them. You wanna know how? With their own people.
Right. Infiltrate.
Infiltrate. Exactly. So now, you got the Israelite. And by the way, I'm gonna say it straight. We are the last stand.
That's right. That's right.
We are the last stand.
Right.
And I'm gonna say something boldly right now. Some of you, you're gonna disagree. Hey, what happened with
Shit. What was that?
okay. Hold on. Sorry.
Technology.
Hey, this is the thing.
iPhone, man.
I'm gonna say this right now. You cannot destroy IUIC. And I'm gonna tell you why. Give me Psalm 111. Because I'm reading some comment on social media. This brother said, I can't believe how Bishop Netanyahu all of a sudden blow up. This is how Bishop Netanyahu blow up. I'm going to show you how.
The book of Psalms.
Because like I said, the class last night, some of you will get it. Some of you it was not made for you to get it.
Right.
That's what
Because
Christ said.
one thing you're going to understand and when it comes to dealing with Most High God don't give everybody the same level. It's impossible. I know some of you right now in social media thinking we are in the same level. No, you're an idiot if you believe that, because when you go to school, right? You want to become a doctor. When you go to the teacher to teach you how to become a doctor, are the teacher and you in the same level?
Hell no.
No. If that teacher and you in the same level, why the hell you go to him then? Why the hell you go to her?
So, D, we go out and teach you on the streets face to face.
Yeah.
And the other niggas are behind the keyboard running
Yes.
their mouth. That means we're not on the same
No,
level.
we're not in the same level. That's what you don't get it. Bishop Netanyahu is not in the same level with these Negroes. That's what you don't get it. The deacons, the captains, we are not in the same level. That's what you guys don't get. It's all over the Bible. Why Christ pick up 12 apostles?
Because they wasn't on the same level.
Exactly.
Right.
They was not in the same level. Why Christ picked up Paul? Paul was killing the believers of Christ. Why Christ picked up Paul? Paul said Christ taught him himself. Paul didn't work with Christ.
Right.
Hey.
You listen, like I said, some of you are gonna get it, some of you will not.
Hey, D.
This is spiritual.
Hey, you know what's so heavy? These brothers claim they believe the Bible, but the scriptures, God commanded you.
Exactly.
Those that are better than you, you're supposed to esteem them, brothers.
Yep. Exactly.
But there's too much pride.
It's called pride and hate.
Pride and
Pride
hate.
and hate.
Read the verse for me, because I'm going somewhere with this, and I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The Bible said the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. What is the wisdom? The scriptures, the laws. Read.
A good understanding
A good understanding of what? The laws.
have all they that do his commandments.
That what?
That do his commandments.
You know the precept for this verse is? Joshua. Joshua is the precept for this verse. Let's read what God told Joshua after Moses died. What God told Joshua to do. God told Joshua, if you stay in this, you got to live this, you got to eat this, you got to sleep this. This is what I'm going to do for you. Let's read Joshua.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Every single one of you, this is the message. God is telling you, the book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. If you want success, if you want to blow up, because that's the jealousy right now.
Yep. Right.
That's why some of you hate, and I know some of you despise IUIC.
Right.
You know how much you despise IUIC? Finish that verse.
Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Day and what?
Day and night.
Day and night. You should eat this, you should drink this, you should live this. The law should not come out of your mouth. That's what, and you're going to do what?
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous.
You see what the Bible said?
Drop the
We're
bomb.
living what the Bible said. IUIC is living what the Bible said. That's why we're prospering.
That's right.
That's what some of you Negroes not getting. And guess what? You will never get it. You know how much you hate IUIC? I'm going to tell you how much you hate IUIC. There's a little speaker who used to be with us. He went to the SPLC. He went to the enemy and said,
white man.
to the white man.
Judas.
He went to your enemy, Judas. He tell the your enemy, Israel is a hate group. But what some of you hate us so much, guess what you do?
Yep.
You agree with them.
Yep. I knew it.
That's how much you hate us. That's why they killed Malcolm X. Now you get it? That's why Malcolm X had to die. That's why Martin Luther King had to die. That's why you see Marcus Garvey had to die. That's why Sister Jenna True had to die. That's why you see Huey P. Newton had to die. That's why you see all those great leaders in Africa have to die. Why? Every single one of them stand up for the people. They have to die. How they die? By a nigger. Well, I'm not gonna. I cannot use that word.
A nig.
By a nig. Esau used a nig against them. That's why they have to die. Guess what? Now come IUIC. Now come the Israelite. Some of us gonna die. I hate to break the bad news to you.
That's what the Bible
Some of us gonna die. But I will guarantee you one thing. You will never, ever kill all of us.
That's right.
You can't do it. You cannot do it. You will never kill all of us.
It's like trying to kill.
You kill one, another one's gonna rise up.
Right.
Listen, you really underestimate the power of Mosiah. Now, give me the book of Act 20. This is why we keep telling you about those traders. Because some of you said, because I heard the trader said, oh, the people tired of hearing about it. No. Listen, I will never be tired mentioning y'all. Right. Because you are the traders of Israel.
Hey, traders got to be made known.
Yes. Period. Your traders got to be made known. Israel got to know the trader is so can stop talking to the traders. We know you guys are agent. Your guys are agent. Working for the SPLC, working for the FBI. Your guys are agent. We will never stop telling the people your guys are agent. And tell the people not to deal with you.
Right.
This is, and you want to know why? Because it's scriptural. This is what the scriptures say about your traders. We will never stop telling about the people are your traders. Your guys are a bunch of traders. Trade your people for the white man. Yes, I said it.
Trade your own brother.
Trade your own brothers. Go to the enemy. Because why? You hate us so much. Because isn't that the same thing I was doing to Christ? Oh, by the way, I forgot about that. That's why Christ had to die.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Same way. That's why Christ had to die. That's why those Pharisees, that's why they had to come to us. What they say? They say, if we leave this man,
Rome gonna take our place.
or Israel's gonna follow them, and Rome is gonna come take our place. That's the same thing your Negroes say today.
Hey, D, look at this.
If we left IUIC alone, all Israel's gonna follow them. I got bad news for you. You're too late. Go ahead.
Acts chapter 20 and verse 28. Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost hath made you overseers, to feed the church of God, which he hath purchased with his own blood.
What are you reading?
Acts 20:28.
No.
What you want?
No, read the next verse.
Verse
Keep
29.
All right.
For I know this, that after my departing,
Who's speaking here? Paul speaking. Listen to what. That's why. Listen. You're Israelite. Don't be so naive. That's why we will never stop mentioning these traders' names.
That's right.
It's not because we missed them.
Right. We don't miss them.
We're trying to warn you.
I'm trying to warn you.
Right.
What's coming? Because believe me, the same way they come for Malcolm X, they're going to come for you. The same way they come for Martin Luther King, they're going to come for you. Your guys surely mistaken. What's going on?
Hey, D, you know what's so heavy, though? The Most High is not going to stop remembering and mentioning these traders.
Exactly,
names.
these traders.
Right. Their acts are in the books of, is going to be judged against them against the books of life.
That's what the Bible says.
That's what the Bible.
That's what the Bible says. Paul is telling. This is what Paul is saying. Paul is telling you never stop mentioning these traders. It's going to say it right there.
the book of Acts chapter 20 verse 29. For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock.
Not sparing none of y'all. We try to prepare y'all what's coming. Some of you think nothing ever gonna listen. They're coming for you.
And some of
They're
you,
coming for us.
Some of you hate the damn scriptures.
Yes.
We tell y'all what the scriptures say. Romans 16 and 17 says, cut them off and avoid them. You say, he's my friend, though. I want to hear his side of the story.
Leadership can't tell us.
In other
who to
words,
talk
we a
to.
bunch of niggas. Yeah, leadership, I'm a grown man. I can talk to who I want to talk to.
Hey, Cal.
You're an idiot. And that's why the next verse says they're gonna catch the simple. You're a simple idiot.
It's called the Book of Acts.
That means
Go
stuff
ahead.
you do.
Verse 30.
That's right.
Also, of your own selves.
Also what?
Also, of your own selves.
Isn't that our own people is the one that Esau used as agent?
That's right.
That's what Paul is telling you. It's going to be your own people the enemy is going to use against you. They use Malcolm X on people to put them to death.
Deacon.
The FBI know they was going to kill Malcolm X. They didn't stop it.
Right. It was a setup, man.
They didn't stop it.
Clean.
The FBI could have stopped them. Guess what? The FBI said, no. Listen, let his own people kill him. You know why? Because they say, you know what? Let his own people kill him so we can say we don't have nothing to do with
Hey,
it.
Deacon, remember, in that documentary, the leadership of the NOI, they said it was about 9 people, the leadership in total.
Yep.
They said the FBI said half of them are
was
our
agent.
agents working for us.
That's insane.
Half of us, half of
So
them
50%
was working
of
for
the
Esau, agents.
of
the leadership.
of the leadership was agent. Now I want you to think about this.
Hateful Negro.
I want you to think about
that,
this. 50%.
And Deacon, this was in the 60s.
Yes.
When technology wasn't even as sophisticated as it is now.
Now,
So
guess what?
imagine today.
Today. Guess what? Imagine today. Some of you actually thinking we don't have no agent in the midst of us.
Sadly
You
mistaken.
crazy.
Naive.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
You
yesterday.
lost your mind.
Yep.
Do your homework. Look at the other great movement before us. You actually think the way we're moving,
Right.
we go into these countries teaching. Israel is because guess what? Another thing all these movements have in common, all of them was trying to unify black people.
Right. That
You
was the
actually
problem.
think the white man's gonna sit back without putting nobody, no agent, nothing? You crazy. They're gonna put you on people to monitor us, to monitor y'all.
Right.
Hey, D,
You crazy.
you know what I like what you said. You said the great movements, but this is the greatest movement known to mankind ever.
Yep.
There'll never be another
That's
movement
right.
like this
There's
ever
never
on the
been.
face of the planet.
We are the last stand.
Right. That's
This
it.
is the last stand. Israel, like we are the last stand.
That's it.
This is the movement Esau cannot destroy.
Right.
Because Christ said the gate of hell
Shall not
shall not
prevail.
stand prevail against this.
That's right.
Read.
Acts chapter 20 and verse 30. Also, of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things.
What is perverse thing? They're going to change the doctrine. SPLC is going to tell them change the doctrine.
Tell everybody they're a hate group in our
Yes.
documentary.
SPLC is going to tell them, hey, tell them the Israelite is a hate group.
Record your brother for
But guess
3
what?
years.
Yes. Guess what? Some of
In
you
his own
hate.
house.
Yes. Just like you hate Christ, you hate your brothers. And now I see so much. Guess what? You said, oh, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Him telling say Israel is a hate
That's
group.
insane.
You should
bro.
be able to record.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I was talking to a brother in Philly about this. What's going on? What happened? Right? And the brother, we was talking about this thing. And here's what's so crazy. If any member of IUIC makes an inkling of a mistake in the news, something arrested, domestic, anything, the whole Israel is on our behind.
Yes.
But there was a leader of a camp that just went to jail for embezzling millions
Nobody
of dollars.
talk about that.
No Israel says nothing.
No.
It's quiet.
It's quiet.
No wicked leader.
No wicked leader. Your camp is wicked. No documentary.
Nope.
No nothing.
Hey, you don't even hear a complaint from the people.
You a Pharisee,
Not even a complaint
not
on
even-
Facebook,
not-
social
not-
media.
no.
Nothing.
Not you a
say
Pharisee,
nothing.
you a hypocrite.
He's
No,
not a
nothing.
Pharisee, not a hypocrite.
Nothing.
But
Because
let
IUIC is
just
on the
one
front line.
member do
Yep.
anything in IUIC.
Sneeze
The
one.
whole IUIC is evil. We
Yep.
wicked. We occult. We this. We that.
You know what that proved, Cap? That we got
We
the
in
truth.
the truth.
Yep.
We in the
That's
truth.
it.
Read.
We got the juice.
Also, of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them.
Hey, that's the simples right there. You hear what Paul said? Paul said they're going to draw simple men after them.
That what he said, D?
Yep.
Some
Hey,
brothers are gonna be like, "Oh, you just come believe my flat Earth doctrine.
my
we can
flat-
smoke weed
yep.
and learn about flat Earth." Idiot.
Yep. The
Smoke
Sabbath,
weed and
it's a-
talk
the
about
Sabbath
flat
now is
earth.
morning to morning.
Yep.
Passover,
You can eat chicken.
there's another thing coming out now. The scripture that said, we heard the righteous act.
Yeah.
That's
Judges
not what
5
that's
and
talking
11.
about.
Hey, Deacon. Deacon,
We heard the righteous acts is not what that's talking about. There is laws we cannot keep.
Wow.
Okay.
Which is the righteous act. That's not what that means, by the way. That's a new thing now. It's not what that means. There is laws we can never keep. That's not what that means. Go ahead, Cap.
I heard and witnessed a camp say John the Baptist is not in the truth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
John the Baptist was teaching his own thing.
John the Baptist should have stopped what he was doing and follow Christ.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn, bro.
This is the idiocy.
But
that
some of you is in the comment. Oh yes, brother.
Yeah,
You righteous.
You refuse to
Oh
let
yeah,
them go.
yeah,
But
brother.
didn't John say there's one that come after
I
me
know.
that's greater than me, that I'm not even worthy to
Hey,
Lashes,
swear his
right.
officer. Christ said, "Not every man can
receive it.
this. Not every man can receive."
Oh,
They
my
got
bad.
the veil. They got the veil like the deep was going on.
I know we
last
spoke
night.
about it. We're
Right.
pressed for time. But what you said is, get the script on that thing.
No. Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Acts chapter 20, verse 31. Therefore, watch and remember that by the space of 3 years,
Right there. That's it.
Now you see why we keep. Now you see Israel. Why we keep reminding you about those traitors.
That's it.
Right.
Now you see why.
telling
Some of you talking about. Oh, I'm tired of hearing the same thing. Hey, log off.
Yeah, log off.
Log off because you still don't get it yet. You still didn't get it yet. That's why Malcolm X had to die.
Can't get it through that greasy
Now,
ass.
your guys still didn't get it yet. There is agent, there is traitor in the midst of us. And some of you in their page right now making comment, oh yeah, brother. Oh, no. Listen, your agent that was with us, that's left, that's betrayed us, that's went to SPLC, that's went to the FBI and said, we a hate group. Hey, we're never gonna stop, we're never gonna cease from mentioning your name.
Yeah, you're going on.
Now you're about to have concert with your wife, we're gonna tell Israel, don't support you.
Hey, you're going on a wall of fame.
Yeah, you're gonna Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
We're gonna remember you a traitor for betraying your people. You're a disgrace.
Remember, the scripture says a good name is better than what?
Precious ointment.
Yes.
Ointment. Your name is mud.
Yes.
Your name
You a
is mud in
disgrace.
Israel.
You ain't even got no Vicks Vapor Rub name.
You should be ashamed. And I don't even know why you talking. You should not be even talking. You're a disgrace to the nation of Israel.
Right.
The nation of Israel should turn their back on you. Now you're about to have concert with your wife talking about buy tickets. No, the nation of Israel should not support nothing you do.
Right.
You're a Jew. You're Judas Iscariot.
Judas
Back on the earth again.
Regenerated.
Yep.
You Judas Iscariot. Now you got Israel talking about, oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, they cannot stop talking about you. Hey, we're not gonna stop talking about you because you're a traitor. That's right. We're not talking about you because we like you. God, no, we don't like you. Because you're a traitor to you people.
Right.
That's why we're gonna continue to talk about you. You little weasel.
Said we don't like
Snake.
you.
You're a snake, that's what you are. You're a snake.
They're in hate group.
Hey, what Paul said?
therefore, watch and remember that by the space of 3 years, I cease not to warn everyone night and day.
You know what Paul said? Paul said, in this space of 3 years, I keep remind you day and night. I cease not. You know what cease not mean?
Kept going.
I kept reminding you those traitors. They're gonna be traitors.
Did not stop.
That's what we're doing. That's scriptural. That's why we keep reminding you. Hey, watch out. This blood is a snake. This blood is gonna record you and make video. He's a snake.
Right.
That's why we keep telling you. He's a snake. If he betrayed us, he's gonna betray you too.
Right.
That's why we keep telling you. Now you're gonna talk about, oh, I'm going to the concert. No, they're a bunch of traitors. Damn.
And you still a bunch of IUIC followers because y'all ain't had no concert till they seen IUIC.
That's right. You wasn't thinking about no concerts until you seen IUIC do it.
Where the bombs at?
Boom.
With
Late, bro.
that, I say shalom.
Hey, you got a shotgun over there? Shotgun.
He like that shotgun.
Shotgun.
Because, bro, I was that Malcolm X documentary get me. Well, I didn't even
Got you
finish
riled
watching
up.
it.
Yeah.
That thing get me pissed.
Yeah.
Now, Deacon.
They have killed them men for no reason, bro.
Wait. I'm gonna let the cat. Can I let the cat out the bag a
He
little
said
bit?
spoiler
Go
alert.
ahead.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. So listen, the Malcolm X, that day he was murdered, he had a specific bodyguard.
Agent.
Guess what? His main bodyguard was an agent.
His head of security.
His head of security was an agent.
They had
And guess
9
what?
agents in there that night
That
when
night
he got shot.
when he got shot,
Who's
right?
the head of
And
security?
nobody saw nothing.
Nothing.
So that's how you know it was
And
a
they only
setup.
recognize him because he happened to they interview him years later. But the other 9 they still haven't revealed. But the feds, when they interviewed him, said we had 9 in there. Yeah.
Right, and they didn't know that he was an agent at all until years later.
The other people who had agents said they ain't let us know that he was an agent.
Because remember, they said that police force, the NYPD had a special
bossy
police force that even the police themselves don't
Didn't
know
know
that
what's going on.
this dude is an agent. He never got a uniform,
Yep.
never took the oath.
Never.
That's how secret it was.
Yep.
Come on in.
Esau don't play. No.
Hey, but
That's what Esau got.
What was most revealing about that thing, what I thought was the most, was that it's like Christ said, those are your own household are gonna be those one that hate you.
Yep.
And it was the people of the NOI, Islam, who all, when they found out who killed Malcolm X, they all
Just looking around. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
For
worst,
years,
bro.
the dude was chilling and knew it.
and they knew.
And they knew it and just, no, just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
He was on a campaign with the
good
Mayor
guy.
Cook from New Jersey
Yes.
in the
In the
video
commercial.
ad for the commercial.
Yeah.
So they
It's
all
great.
was in cahoots.
Yeah.
They all knew it.
Everybody.
The whole time he walking.
They said it. They said it's an urban legend. The streets have talked about this for years. It's one of those things we just. But the thing was, when they interviewed them brothers knew. All of them
Yeah,
knew
and there was his homeboy.
exactly who killed them.
Yep.
And they like,
Turn
he
that
got a
blind
chance,
eye.
bro. They
major
the
one.
whole everybody like.
Yeah.
So that means
Yeah.
you
Leave it
willing,
alone. A blind eye.
you willing to let your other people, you willing
Your
to kill
brother.
your brother, and then you willing to let your other brother serve time and serve
Yeah.
punishment for
innocent.
something you know he
They didn't
didn't
do.
do.
Right.
But you rather you hate Malcolm so much.
Yes, that's how
You
much
hate
they
him
hate
so much.
Yep.
Right.
I sacrifice these brothers because I hate you so
Yeah.
much.
So what
Isn't
Carmela,
that the same thing they're doing with IUIC right now?
Yep.
but what Carmela is saying, officer is saying, is that there's 3 men in jail for the murder.
One was
Two
guilty.
of them, one is guilty, 2 is innocent, and they been saying they innocent, and the whole Newark knows
And
that
they
the
ain't
men in
budging.
jail are innocent, and they're Muslims, black Muslims, and they won't say nothing to get them out of jail.
The one that was-
supposedly but they're supposed to be all brothers.
But we all Muslims.
Right.
So they
We almost-
sacrificed their brothers for one man.
for one murderer.
They sacrificed them because they hate Malcolm so much.
They hated Malcolm so much they was willing to sacrifice these other brothers.
But what
Isn't
I'm
that,
saying,
isn't that what?
but-
Hey, listen,
They hate you so much.
that brother,
They coming.
that's little Spigger. Yes, his name is Weaselil. He hate IUIC so much. He sacrificed all Israel to say Israel.
I was just
all
thinking
Israel
that.
is a hate group.
Yep.
He like I was.
That's how
really
much he hate
thinking-
all
the leadership.
Yes.
Hey.
Bro, that brother hate IUIC so much. He hate us so much. He went to the white man and said, all Israel is a hate group. That's how much he hate us.
I hate you so much.
Yes.
I'm willing to put your life in jeopardy
Yep.
just so I can make this fake video to prove
Yes.
my point.
Prove my point. Yep. That's how much they hate
A
you.
lying point at
And
that.
by the way, for those of you who don't know, Christ said that's murder.
Yes.
Yep.
Right,
You hate your
right.
brother without
Yes,
cause.
that's murder. That's murder.
That man ain't did nothing to you,
Hey.
but you gonna pull him out the truth with a lie.
Phone call?
And probably a little money.
Hey, but the thing is,
The money.
you hear what Deke said, right? He put the whole Israel out there,
Yeah.
right? Remember, the scripture says each spirit can sort to its like, right? To its own kind.
Then you have a scripture.
They not. Yeah, we passed the part, but they're no different than Weaselil.
So you the same spirit.
You're
he
the
got.
same spirit.
You follow right with it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Talking about,
Got an
oh,
agenda,
they cannot
same
stop talking
spirit.
about me. Oh, they're still using my stuff. No, we talking about you because you're a traitor.
Right.
And we're gonna keep reminding Israel, hey, this brother right there is a traitor. Do not deal with him.
Yep.
That's why we keep talking about you, because you are a traitor to the nation of Israel.
Right.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Listen, you should not be even. Listen, no Israelite supposed to talk with you. Period. Because you work for the
You work
enemy.
For the enemy. Yeah.
You work for the enemy.
That's the point.
And those who still talking to you, that's because they hate us so much
That's
too.
the point.
Hate
Shame
you
on
so
you.
much.
Yes.
That's it right there. Oh, deep. Yeah, it is. Titus.
Yeah.
Give me the book of Titus, chapter 1. Going back to what you brought out, D, in regards to some are going to get it. When Bishop says some are going to get it and some aren't going to get it. Those comments of why y'all still bringing this out, so on and so forth. Read what you got.
Titus, chapter 1 and what?
Verse 15.
1 verse 15. Titus chapter 1 verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure.
Hey, from the front to the back, the scriptures are pure. Pure as day. Pure as a clean glass of water. Go ahead.
But unto them that are defiled,
But unto them, those brothers, those traitorous, Weaselias, those online making their comments concerning, oh, why you got to bring this out? Go ahead.
and unbelieving,
And the what?
and unbelieving,
That's the key point right there. They don't believe this truth. A lot of brothers and sisters in the midst of us are quick to be flipped by agents, are quick to be, what is that? What do they say?
Turned.
You're turned. Because you're unbelieving. Go ahead.
and unbelieving is nothing pure.
Nothing is pure. That's why I go right over your head. That's why half of y'all brothers can't even break down Deuteronomy 28 because you don't believe. Go ahead.
But even their mind and conscience is defiled.
You defiled all the way around. Go ahead.
They profess that they know God.
That's the key point right there that I wanted. They claim that they're Israel.
Oh yeah. A lot of them is, hey, they're teaching right now. They're Israel.
I'm still in the truth.
I'm in the truth. Because I heard brothers say, hey, the scripture say which is the righteous act. That's not what that means.
That's not what that means.
That's not what I mean, because now there is a lot of law we cannot keep.
Right.
Like the law of one wife, we cannot keep that.
Right.
We gotta have 2 wives. That's why I said the class yesterday. Christ. That's why all Israel is on the same level.
Right.
And you know now the proof of Israel is on the same level. The 7 churches.
Right.
All Israel is on the same level. All Israel will never be in the same level. Right. Listen, the way Bishop Netanyahu teaching, there is no elder in Israel teaching like that. I'll give it them what you say.
Right.
Right there.
None.
I ain't seen one.
0. Yes, I'm boldly saying.
Hey, I ain't
None.
seen one.
I ain't see one. When you find it, let me know. And if there is one, hey, I will come here and apologize. I ain't see it yet.
I low key be saying that. You look on.
Yeah, I ain't see it
It ain't
yet.
on. It ain't on the internet like that.
No, show it to me.
Running circles.
You can go on Facebook. You can go to YouTube. You can go any spot you want to. I challenge you.
Hey,
show it to me.
Hey, you know the crazy thing is, this is why you know the Most High working with Bishop, and we know it's not a fleshly thing, things like that. But the point is, you got young men speaking much evil. These are young brothers in their prime.
Right.
But you got Bishop Nathaniel that's old enough to be half of y'all daddies, and he's running circles around your ass. That's the crazy.
Listen, bro. I'm looking at the way Deacon Aitan teaching. Nobody teach like that.
Nobody teaches like Deacon Aitan.
Right. When you look at Deacon Aitan, Deacon Asaph,
Yes.
the way he teach on Friday, nobody teach like that.
No.
Right.
Nobody teach like us.
Deacon Yawasai. Yeah.
Go ahead. I challenge you.
Yes.
Point them out to me, please. Point them out. Go ahead.
Not even in the frequency that Israel United in Christ is out there. Not in the capacity where you see country to country quests, march. Like you don't see other Israelite camps at these so-called black community events. We be at them, even if they don't put us on the camera. They crop the picture, right?
Yeah.
But we at them with banners and tens of men, if not hundreds of men at these things. Let me get second.
And by the way, this is not saying nothing out of arrogance. It's just the Lord is dealing with the bishop on a different level than other Israelites. Period. It's not out of what the officer's saying, deacon saying is not out of arrogance.
I'm not going to apologize for what I just said.
Right. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but it is what it is. It's like IUIC be
Yep.
everywhere.
It ain't nothing arrogant.
I'm not apologizing. It's a fact.
Right.
Be everywhere, bro.
And I got proof all over the place what I just said.
Right.
Multitude
on
of years
YouTube.
of proof. Yeah, exactly.
So you
Titus chapter 1 verse 16. They profess that they know God.
My name is Yahweh.
Yahweh
You profess,
Allah,
right.
Ban Masharah.
You profess that you know God. Go ahead.
But in works,
they
deny him.
You deny him. Why? Because that's that damn chicken and Passover. That's the multiple wife doctrine. Okay, go ahead.
Being abominable.
Being what?
Being abominable.
Traitorous.
And disobedient.
Traitors.
And unto every good work.
Hey, all sorts of damn doctrines have come out since these niggas have left us. Thank God. Because you know why? The Most High said they will be revealed.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Cap? Some of the brothers was teaching here online, and we had to constantly correct the brothers about some of their doctrine.
Yes.
So all praises that they left.
All praises.
They left because they had other doctrines while they was with us.
Right.
They just couldn't get it out the way they wanted to when he was with us.
Right.
say, where you get that breakdown from?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Never been taught. Bishop never taught that.
Hey,
But
all right.
yeah, let's move on.
We got to move on. Hey, put the article up. We got to move on. This week, we was, Captain Amazah put this article up, but I find other articles also with it. Right. Because the biggest thing right now is Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah. Former mayor.
Yeah, former mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg.
Billionaire.
Billionaire. This guy worth what? $50 billion.
I just remembered something, Deacon. This devil here, correct me if I'm wrong, Deke. Didn't he change the law for the
Yes.
terms? And I just thought
Yes,
about that.
yes.
Since it's an 8-term, you could do two 4 terms.
He changed it to the third term. So
Yes,
he
he
can-
changed to get 3.
So
So
he
he
did
could
12 years.
Yes.
Damn.
You devil, I forgot
He's
about
the
that.
devil. Yes. So the big things now, the talk is this guy might be the only guy who can beat Donald Trump.
Bloomberg.
So now his name is Mike Bloomberg. For those of you who don't know who Mike Bloomberg is, Mike Bloomberg was mayor of New York for 12 years. Remember, he only can be mayor for 8.
For 8 years.
But that devil, he went and changed the law himself.
Right.
So he can stay for another 4 years.
What a good devil.
So he did 12 years in New York. So now, during these 12 years, guess what happened?
He locked up a lot of Negroes.
He
I bet you.
destroyed a lot of black
lives.
people.
Man.
When I say he destroyed a lot of black people, he destroyed lives. He destroyed a lot of black people.
Right.
He destroyed families.
Yes.
This guy, now guess what? Now you got, I cannot use the N-word.
Niggas.
Niggas.
You got
Niggas.
some niggs
Niggas.
who's saying to vote for him.
You got some agains.
Yes, you got some niggas who say to vote for him.
We got to tell what his policies were.
Yes,
That-
we got about to read it.
Okay.
There is Meet, the journalist who exposed Bloomberg racist defense of targeting black and brown youth. I read this article, it's a good article, but there's another one too that's really good.
Is this the Stop-and-frisk guy?
Yeah.
Yes, that's him.
There was a art. There was.
Okay, I like this one. You see this? Voting for
Yeah, that's
Bloomberg
Sean King.
is
Yeah.
the line I just can't cross.
I got-
That's he make a really powerful point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to read this.
Yeah.
Sean
Get it.
King.
Crazy as God.
You want him to read?
Yes,
You know
sir.
he
I
can't
got you.
read.
Oh man, you know I got this. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I've been
Hey,
waiting
hold
for
on,
this
hold
chance,
on.
Geek, my whole life.
Read this first.
King, voting for Mike Bloomberg is the line I just can't cross.
That's right. If you from New York and you voting for Mike Bloomberg and you a Jake,
You crazy.
Good
as
for
hell.
you.
something wrong with you,
You
man.
crazy as damn hell.
Nah, we need them to vote for him. We need a devil in there to turn it up on these
To rattle
African
the
Americans. Put a devil in there. I want you to put the devilest of the
Can
devil.
you read the article, please, and
Yes,
stop
sir.
talking?
Over the past year, on a daily basis, I'm asked whether or not I will vote and fight for the Democratic candidate if it isn't Bernie Sanders. And for a year, my answer has been consistent, yes. And I say that as someone who generally loathes several of the men and women who are still in the race, in spite of serious political differences, I voted and campaigned for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
That's another devil.
I wrote up op-eds in the Daily News encouraging everybody who followed me to do the same thing. But
Hey,
Mike,
hold on. Some of you might say, well, you say don't vote for Donald Trump. Now you say don't vote for Bloomberg. So what did you do? Sit you behind at home.
Right.
That's exactly what we're saying.
watch
Hey,
the
when
Malcolm
they
X
put,
documentary.
when they put Christ on the ballot, then
Yes,
we'll vote.
yes. If Christ is not on the ballot, do not vote. That's what we're telling you. Sit you behind at home. Do not vote. That's exactly what we're saying.
I made my vote
Go
clear with
ahead.
that when I came here. Mike Bloomberg directly caused real pain. Oh, excuse me. It moved.
Real pain.
Nuh-uh, it's
Hey,
not
let me
what it
read
was.
it. I'll
It
read it.
moved.
Want me to
He
read it?
moved it. It's
Look.
not. That's not where it stopped at. But Mike Bloomberg is the line I simply can't cross. I simply will not cross. I can't. I don't say this from a place of privilege. Quite the opposite. It comes from a real place of pain. Mike Bloomberg directly caused real pain, trauma, and harm to the people that I personally know and love. That's not rhetoric. His decisions, policy, and personal directives ruined the actual lives of countless men, women, boys, girls, and families all over New York City. Many will never recover. Because social media did not exist on the scale it does today during most of his time as mayor of New York, 2002 through 2013, with his final year in office being the literal year before the Black Lives Matter movement began, he narrowly escaped nationwide public accountability and scrutiny that he and this policy no doubt would have received in any subsequent year after he left office.
Hey, hold on a minute. By the way, let me tell you something. About when you talk about the social media was not as it is today, another guy that's got away with a lot of things was Giuliani.
Yep.
Oh, he was a devil.
Listen,
he was the first devil.
During Giuliani time, Giuliani killed mad black people.
Yes.
The social media, the news don't cover that because Giuliani actually gave the cops in New York a license to kill.
Yes.
Yeah,
Under Giuliani, 90% of the black community was killed. 90% of the black community was killed.
they-
Under Giuliani, 90% of the black community was killed. 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 90% of If the cops drove by, 2 of you or 3 of you stand up in front of your building, and he pull up, you don't have no ID, or you going to jail. There's a lot of killing. Those cops kill a lot of black people under Giuliani, which they get away with it because there was no media like that. And the news don't cover that. A lot of Jake get put to death under Giuliani.
That's right. Facts. That's a whole fact.
Yes.
Right
Dead ass.
there. That ass B.
Go ahead.
As a result, New Yorkers, particularly black and brown New Yorkers,
The Israelites.
have something akin to a collective PTSD over the harm he caused. I don't want what I'm writing to be a 20 reasons not to vote for Bloomberg think piece. Those are out there. But I do need you to understand the size, scope, scale, and vile nature of the 12 years in which he personally oversaw, turbocharged a citywide stop and frisk policy. It was the closest thing the United States has gotten to Jim Crow over apartheid South Africa since the American Civil Rights Movement. Damn. Bloomberg will tell you that it existed before him. That'd be like saying prisons existed before the explosion of mass incarceration from 1975 until today. Yeah, they existed, but on a scale on par with the rest of the developed world from 1870 to 1970. The United States consistently incarcerated fewer than 250,000 per year. Today, we incarcerate over 2,500,000 people on any given day and over 10 million people per year. It has exploded.
You know what he's saying? He's not saying we got 10 million people locked up right now. That's not what he's saying. He said arrested. Locked up, at least been in jail for a day or two. That's what he's saying. That's why you see, the proof is, some of these people never saw a judge. Some of these people, some of these people sit in jail for years.
30 days, 60
months,
days, years.
They never
Never
see a judge. And some of them, they just let them go.
So Deacon, look at that thing what you just said with Khalif Browder.
Yes.
Because
He's going to talk about that.
Yeah, he's going to talk about that.
He's going to talk about that
in the article.
He's going to talk about that. He's going to explain to you what he means by
There's
that.
many Khalif Browders.
Yes.
You got to think about that. If that's saying they run at least 10 million people through the prison or jail system per year. I was just thinking that. So even because once they got you finna pay something. If you don't do no time, you finna pay some money.
Money.
This is another thing. And the lawyer blooded that's called a couple of weeks ago, he will tell you what I'm about to tell you. New York, the state of New York got this thing. You guys can go look at it for yourself. A lot of time when they arrest those people, they don't arrest them because they're guilty. They arrest them because they want to put them in the system. New York got this thing. The governor of New York got this law. They want to put every single black male in the system. Damn. So every single one of y'all. They don't arrest you because they want to give you records, because they know you're guilty. They take you in. That's what Giuliani was doing. That's what I said. You might stand in front of a building. Your ID might be up there in your apartment. The cops pull over, where's your ID? If you don't have it, the cops not gonna allow you to go get your ID.
You going to New York was hell. It's a police
They take you in. Why they take you in? After that, take your fingerprint and picture and they let you go. Why? Because they want to put you in the system.
That's like bagging and tagging the animals in the wild. We
Yes.
got a radio tag and find out where they at, find out what they doing.
That's the point.
Now look at this.
That's the point.
In New York, two things that's extreme with the cops also. In New York, you can double park. And let's say a cop is coming by. You're not really supposed to double park, but everybody double parks. If a cop come by, you just move your car. By the time I was leaving, you could not just drive off. He's giving you a ticket while you're sitting in your car. You can't just drive off.
So you're like, oh yeah, I'm not even parked. I'm waiting. Nah, you getting this ticket.
No. Stay right there. Another thing they did, and this is new Bloomberg after 9/11. 9/11 New York was, they say, cash strapped. If you remember that, it was cash strapped. If you're on a train, sitting there, riding on the subway, let's say you're a little big, you big boned it. Your behind goes from one seat and scooches over that line to the other seat.
So your side flap.
Your little side flap right there.
Yeah.
If you go over to that next seat, you can get a ticket and fine.
So you get saddlebag ticket.
What?
Yes.
Hey, he has spoken.
Yes. Yes, you
know
will
that-
get ticketed.
You know those sisters that got that side meat on the side right there? They sat down and it spread out like that.
Esau is giving you a tick. That's how Bloomberg dealt with us in New York.
No big bone.
I
people.
see why y'all left.
Y'all guys don't know.
Don't rep New York.
Y'all guys don't know half of the evil.
Damn.
Listen, New York is a willow oppression.
Don't think because brothers and sisters live in New York and they're happy living in New York.
They said it ain't real. They just can't go nowhere else.
You can't go nowhere else.
Well,
man.
New York is so bad, even the cold weather oppress you.
Hey, D,
So
I was
even the what?
racism exists
The weather.
in New York.
Oh, the weather.
in
Even the
north.
weather oppress
Hey,
you.
listen.
Say what?
The only place
So
I'm not
race-
going to
Hey,
talk about
something over
Philly,
there
like,
talking. It's making noise.
So racism exists in the north too.
Oh,
In
hell
New York.
yeah.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with
Wake
this
up,
brother?
New York.
Hell yeah.
What is wrong with this brother?
Hey, just
just
tell
make-
them,
you
just
just
don't
making a
come down
statement,
here
right?
repping New
I
York
thought
no
you
more.
just
New
made a
York,
statement.
New York is
I thought I said
horrible.
racism exists in the
Listen,
north.
I said
A
the
lot of
statement.
New Yorkers
Hey,
don't-
hey, listen,
The
listen,
north
listen.
isn't the northeast part of the United States?
A lot of New Yorkers don't know that. do they?
Hey, listen.
Yeah, they
D,
like that, New
I
York.
said this last night in Atlanta. I'll say it again now in front of Israel. All the repented from Northeast, just move. And let the Most High cut that thing off, man. That thing is horrible, man. I don't care what nobody says. To hell with the Northeast, man. Move out of there.
That's a hard life up there.
Hey,
boy.
it's all. Listen, I was up
Hard
there
life.
for 2 weeks up in Philly. Philly is on another. Listen,
You was
I
like,
love,
they don't got
I love
grass.
IUIC Philly. I love y'all. Y'all treat me good.
I think
Shout out to y'all.
hey, I'm going to say what you don't want to say. I think Philly is the most of the dulliest place I've ever
Listen,
seen.
Deacon, the actual city is depressing as hell.
That's a,
It
hey,
is
I'm sorry,
depressing. Yeah,
but
I'm
that's
sorry.
a dully place.
Listen, if y'all can
Bro,
move out of Philly,
Philly is more dully.
Move.
Philly is dullier than Brooklyn.
is
And I used to
dirty.
live in Brooklyn.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's a depressive state.
Philly is
huh?
another level of poverty, and I don't. I'm
He
speechless.
said it's
When I-
different
hey, when I
poverty.
was driving through Philly, I was speechless.
You got sad. You was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
listen,
did.
Just
yeah.
wanna die.
Listen,
Yeah.
last week
Yeah.
I was in New York last week. As you know, I did Sabbath in New York last week. Listen, I'm going to tell you straight. I only go to New York because of the brothers and sisters over there.
Right.
If brothers and sisters wasn't in New York, I would never go to New York. I hate that place with a passion.
I hate New York.
The spirit ain't right.
I hate the smell of New York.
I cannot stand that place.
Hey, Cap.
I hate that place. That place is filthy, is dirty.
Cap.
You got people on top of people.
Yeah, they aggravated too.
You got building on top of building.
Yeah.
Your
Damn.
kids don't have no place to play.
And
no grass.
And guess
No
what? And guess what? Philly's on another level.
Yes.
Damn.
Trust
Bro,
me.
you stay.
Trust me.
Bro, listen. You go to work, right? You leave work. You go to work. You take the train to work. You come back to work. You come back from it. You go home in a building. It's like a freaking. It's like you're paying for a prison,
Yeah.
a legal prison. You inside a building paying. But it's like a prison.
Hey,
Your
look.
kids
noisy.
cannot go outside and play.
good.
You got Negroes shouting their
Yeah,
guns.
yeah.
You got
Music all over the place
You got
in the
music all
morning.
over the place. You sleeping. Negroes put music loud at 6 in the morning.
Your car's gonna get
The
told
car-
because of the,
Boy, you
the
got a
street
double
cleaning
park.
rules.
You cannot park on this side of the road because they're gonna clean
Hey,
it.
listen, man.
If you don't move it, you got a ticket. If you don't
Hey,
pay the
look,
ticket,
look,
eventually
look.
they tow you car.
Hey, Deke going into
that's
depression. Stop him.
That's oppression.
That's why brothers and sisters up north are so damn angry, man.
Yeah.
You
We
can't get a
oppressed on
break.
another level than y'all down
Look
here.
at Deke. What Deke?
Hey,
I'm still mad.
Hey, listen, y'all don't know. You know how many tickets we probably had to pay between us just because of
Cap.
owning a car in
Damn.
New York?
Cap, I never confessed this. I'm about to do a confession.
Play
Oh.
music, bro.
Story time. Story
I'm about to
time.
do a confession.
Notice Deacon's not laughing.
Listen, you guys think I'm joking.
what happened?
When I left, I live in New York for 6 years, 7 years. During that time, my car get towed 6 times
Once a year.
for parking tickets.
Yeah.
Every time my car get towed, I had to pay between 2,000 and 3,000 to get it back.
It ain't fun, y'all.
The last time they took my car, I cannot afford to get it back. I lost my car.
You just left
He
it.
left it.
Now, hold on. That's not the confession. That's not the confession,
Dang.
right?
Turn it down a
The
little bit.
reason I left New York, it come to a point I say, yo, I'm sick and tired of it. I gotta go. That's how I end up in Georgia.
Right.
I'm being honest with you.
Hey.
It come to a point where I cannot afford the apartment I was living.
Damn.
I have to have a car. I have a wife and kids. I cannot afford it. I'm like, yo, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I had to go.
You end up doing something.
I said, and at that time I know a brother that was here, Levi. He was living in Augusta, and one day I was talking to him. He said, "Hey, you never think about come check Atlanta?" I said, "Well, I always like it because remember I used to come here and teach." I said, "I always like Atlanta." I said, "Hey, you should come and check it out." So I come and check it out, and I said, "Okay." And I said, "You know what? Let me start all over again." At that time, I didn't meet none of these brothers. I didn't meet captain yet. I didn't meet the captains yet. Later on, we get together and start going flyer, building up, and that's how we end up build up. But I left New York because of oppression.
Right.
I'm being honest with you.
So,
New York, you can pay me $1 million. I'm not moving back to New York.
Hey,
I'm dead serious.
you know the crazy.
I'm not going.
The crazy thing when Deacon got out.
I'm not.
Cap, remember when Deke got out here and he finally got here. Remember, it was strange to him because it was so quiet.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That show you how jacked up New York is.
He was parking his car in front of
He
his house
wasn't
looking
used
for the
to it.
tow truck.
Well, when I say oppression, imagine you get up, your car is gone. Damn.
Yeah, that happened to me.
You're gonna go back to go to work. You be like,
Hey.
"Where the hell is my car?" Your car
Listen,
is gone, and you
I
have to
used
pay
to-
a couple of $1,000s to get it back.
Man, listen, I don't even want to say what happened to me in Philly this week, man.
What happened in
But
Philly?
Listen, Philly, I love IUIC Philly. Thanks for taking care of me.
I hate
But
Philadelphia.
that city, oh my God. I'm not.
What happened?
Nah, I don't say it. I don't want to go there. Not going to go there, man. But yeah,
Damn.
Let me tell you something, man.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Let me say this too. Y'all remember Married with Children, right? Some of y'all.
Al Bundy?
Married with Children. Y'all remember the
Al
episode?
Bundy, that's my man.
Remember the
Al Bundy's
episode?
crazy as hell.
Y'all remember the episode of Married with Children? Al took the family to see his old family in some part of the country, and the place had a curse on it where it wouldn't get light the whole day, and the other side was light, and it was great. That's Philly.
That's Philly.
That is Philly. Look at my face. I'm not even joking. I'm not laughing. That is Philly. I mean, just gray, dreary, angry, depressing.
That's where all the Muslims at, huh?
Yeah.
It's just over in the gray area.
And by the way,
It's like you know what it's like. It remind me of Brooklyn in the '90s. That's what
Hey,
Philly
I agree
remind me
with
of
Cap.
today.
Hey, you see New York? New York is overrated. I'm telling you straight. When I used to live in New York, I used to live in an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment. I was paying what, $12.50, and that was in the ghetto.
Yeah. Yep.
That was in the ghetto. They built. The owner of the house, they want to fix it. It was one of those 3-floor houses. They want to fix it. I got water dripping in my food.
Damn.
When it's raining, water in my kitchen. When you look at the kitchen ceilings, almost fall off.
You got
slumlord.
drywall juice in
Yes.
your
He didn't want
cereal.
to fix it, right? So now, when I moved to Georgia, when I first moved I was in Augusta at first. I was in a 2-bedroom house. I wasn't in an apartment in Augusta. I was in a house.
Paying less than
2-bedroom house. I was paying $800.
You was like, oh,
Deacon,
With cargo out and everything.
when I first came to Georgia, I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, under $700.
Yes.
stay in
With a pool.
Stay in New York, y'all.
See that
With
thing?
a pool. Y'all
I
say
know a
right where y'all at.
brother. I'm not gonna say who. I know a brother right now who just went a 4-bedroom house in Georgia, and it's only 10 minutes from the school. 4-bedroom house in Georgia for like $1,200 with 2-car garage, with his own private backyard.
He could park in
where
front of his house.
Where his kids can play. Listen,
So
you will not get that in New York
So the
Or,
brother
or
doesn't.
Miami.
or Miami.
Hey,
ain't
so
getting
the
that
brother
in
doesn't have to circle the block for hours
No,
for a parking spot?
no.
Nah,
Hey,
right
you
in
think
front-
I'm lying? Ask Deacon Yausap. Deacon Yausap used to sleep in his car waiting for a parking.
Yeah, double
That's
park.
some
Yep.
BS, bro.
Imagine you get out of work.
good.
There's no parking. You have to sleep in your car. Wait for somebody to move to park.
Man, y'all could keep all that, bro.
Imagine that.
That's oppression.
That's bad.
That's what you call oppression.
That's all the shun.
That's New York.
That's all the
That's the
shun.
Bronx. That's Brooklyn. That's New York for you.
Hey, New York is a place of shuns,
man.
depression,
Now,
oppression.
I'm going to take it off of New
Situation.
York.
Depression.
Hey, I'm going to take it off of New York and go right back to Philly because Philly is New York times 2.
Hey,
Damn.
Philly did him wrong.
Yeah.
I know some brothers and sisters mad at us right now.
I love y'all in
Philly.
Philly.
Hey, I love your brothers and
love y'all.
sisters in New York
But-
and Philly.
Hey, y'all tough. Y'all tough.
But me, you can. As far as I'm concerned, you can cut New York off the map.
They said Jersey too.
And Philly too.
Yep.
AD, but on this here, guess what I seen? I just seen this the other day. Matter of fact, it was Friday. They was, because I guess they were still talking about Bloomberg as far as running, I guess, all of the little Iowa caucus and all of that bull jive about who's the Democratic front runner and blah, blah, blah. And they was going into this stop and frisk policy that he implemented. They just came out and said over 80% of the stop and frisk people that was caught up in that, over 80% were innocent. He said, so out of everything, they really was only really catching 10 to 20% of actually real criminals. But this other...
He know that. He said that. He know that. But he said he don't care.
Man, I said, that's crazy.
That's the same guy black people waiting for now to vote for.
He
know that.
He gonna clean it up
When you
us.
keep reading the article, he's going to tell you that. Keep reading.
It was,
Oh, by the way, any of you call me Deacon, I got a house for in New York, I'm going to tell you, burn it, give me the insurance money.
what did it say? That's what Bloomberg did to stop and frisk in New York. He grew it and expanded it exponentially. Scroll up, please. Thank you very much. Give me just a minute to explain. In the 12 years Bloomberg was in office, he ordered the NYPD to stop and frisk people, almost exclusively black and brown people, a staggering 5,081,689 times. Y'all ain't know I could do that. And those are just the stops that the NYPD reported.
Damn.
Completely innocent people were strip searched, punched, kicked, slammed, beaten, groped, tasered, choked, and shot in these stops.
I know that's true because they did that to me. They just hopped out on me on Bronxwood and 217. Hopped out, checking all your pockets, doing this, doing that. Don't move. Da-da-da. Did all of that. And just walked off when they didn't see I had nothing
apologize, nothing.
No, so you walked right back to their car and got in and drove off.
So you was one of the non-reported out of that.
I was one of the non-reported.
So
yes.
you was 690. Oh, dang. Drugs were planted. People were framed. Tens of thousands of people were arrested, sent to Rikers for crimes they did not commit, then eventually released without ever even going to court. Some spent days in jails where they lost their jobs. Single parents lost custody of their kids. Others didn't spend days in Rikers, but weeks, months, and even years for crimes they didn't commit. While they were there, like young Khalif Browder, they were beaten and tortured by both guards and inmates, forced into solitary confinement for years on end, then simply released without even an explanation. When Khalif was released,
some of you might say, you don't see the big deal. That's because it never happened to you.
Right.
That's because it never happened to a family member of yours.
When Khalif was released, he was broken and took his own life. Experts say tens of thousands of other innocent men, women, and children were either coaxed by prosecutors and police into taking plea deals so they could simply be released for time served, or just chose to take the deals to just escape the madness of jail.
Damn.
Yep.
All these under Bloomberg.
Only to be released back into Bloomberg's New York, where they were routinely stopped and frisked again and again and again. Some were stopped and frisked by the NYPD over 100 times.
Damn.
Can you imagine? When I say over 100 times, I'm not using that as a euphemism for a lot. I mean, they were literally stopped and searched by the NYPD over 100 times. And as parents, activists, organizers, preachers, mental health experts, justice reform advocates, and constitutional lawyers all begged and pleaded with Bloomberg to stop, he refused. They met with him personally. They marched in protest. They interrupted his events, and some of the smartest, most persistent legal groups in the nation sued the Bloomberg administration over and over again to stop these unlawful practices. And a federal judge deemed that Bloomberg's stop and frisk policies were indeed a modern-day apartheid for black and brown New Yorkers. She found countless constitutional violations and ordered an immediate halt to it. And even then, he fought back and refused to immediately implement the changes she demanded. When he left office, the stop and frisk was no longer a policy. Crime plummeted year after year after year.
Wow.
His racist policies.
So you see that? You see that thing? Listen, never trust a Amalek.
That's right.
I'm going to say it again. never trust the so-called Jewish people. Yes.
Because he is a fake Jew.
Yes. We are not anti-nothing. We are not anti-Semitism because we are Semite ourselves.
Yeah.
According to the Bible, we are Semite. So never trust a so-called Jewish.
Deacon, you know,
Every single atrocity that happened to our people, they're behind it.
you know what? You know what we
Every
anti?
single one of them.
You know what we anti? We anti-lies.
Yes. Some of you so stupid,
Shotgun.
so simple. These the men you're gonna vote for.
All that was about putting us in the system and putting money in his pocket. Because they get paid for every day you're in there. They get federal money.
Yep.
I believe,
Hey,
I believe you got a phone call.
let's take the phone call and you can continue reading. Somebody called us to kiss us about New York.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We know it's dirty.
We ready? All right, Shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment? Shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
Hey, Shalom leadership. This is Soldier Nathaniel, Atlanta camp.
Hey, Shalom, soldier. Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless. Hey, I was listening to you all talk about the New York and Philly conditions of living. That's definitely cursed in the city. I just want to expound a little bit on the parking. I can remember growing up as a kid with my pop. He lived in Brooklyn, and you're right. You'd ride around looking for parking and can't find parking. But here's the catch.
His what?
Deke was talking about how his car would be towed several times.
Yes.
Chelsea Piers. Hey, you search around for a car, for a park. You finally find that parking space. But if you don't read that sign for the alternate parking, y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
yeah.
Listen, not just the sign, brother. Damn. The sign got 3 different times on it, or 3 or 4 different times on it. Remember that?
Right. But here's the during the I was up there. I lived in New York, up in the Bronx, from about 2003 to 2008 during the Bloomberg time, and I would see it'll snow. The snow plows will come and plow the snow up against your car.
Yep.
And you couldn't get out?
And then the time of the alternate parking for the so-called street sweepers, now you got the meter maids coming down giving you tickets.
It's all a
You
setup.
can't move your car because your car is frozen with the snow that they plowed up against your car.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know oppression.
I didn't even.
man.
Y'all don't know what the question is.
They call that snow pressure.
Snow
You guys don't know what the question is. What he said, bro, when they plow the street, the snow go over your car. Some car bury so deep they cannot take them out.
Right.
Right.
Gotta wait till
And,
springtime.
you'll see it'll be old ladies like, old ladies can't dig out their car out of that ice, but yet they got a ticket. Like, this is crazy.
So they put the ticket on top of the snow.
So you know what they did? Hey, let me tell you how crazy. Let me tell you what the brother said. Let me tell you how crazy that is. Imagine, let's say on Monday you're not supposed to park on the left side, right? All the snow is over your car. The street sweeper come in, they cannot sweep they cannot sweep the street because there's snow all over the place.
Right,
They still give you a ticket for not moving the car.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Just because
But
your car was there?
yes,
Wow.
they
So the
still
street
give you a
sweeper never
ticket,
does
brother.
come because the snow is out. The street sweeper can't do anything.
Yes.
Checked up, bro. Hey, the
So
ultimate hustle, man.
I dreaded driving in New York City. So what my philosophy was, okay, rather than driving, because you're gonna pay for your car note, your insurance, and Lord, there are no gas stations in proximity of each other, especially in Manhattan.
That's true.
So now when you do find parking, you're gonna pay some parking fees. And you better make it back to the meter at this time.
yeah.
We need your meter. But then, like you say, once you get to work, now you riding around, you're double parking, you're looking for a parking space, which 9 times out of 10 is blocks away from your job.
Yeah.
So you came out better just taking the MTA. Just take the train. I'll deal with the pissy smell and the rats in the train with the depressed people. And at
Oppression.
least it'll drop me off a block away from my job.
Yep, that's
but
oppression. That's oppression.
a lot of time they do that to make you don't have a car. So you can use the public transportation. But guess what? The public transportation keep going up. But when I say oppression, listen, man, Listen,
Yes, another.
I pray Christ have a special red button for New York.
Like in the wilderness when the family fell down the hole.
I pray Christ have something. Hey, after the chariot come and take the righteous out of New York, I pray Christ have something special. Christ was like, hey, you see that little bullet pill? That's for New York.
That's right.
So I got a special kind of nuke for New York.
Yeah, just drop little red pill in New York.
Right in the water.
Why do you want to, bro? Listen, New York, bro, Trent, when I say they oppress our people over there, bro, they oppress our people. Hey, I remember one day I was in Manhattan. Manhattan,
Thank you, caller.
so here you go.
Hey,
Thank you,
for your
brother.
call, bro.
Hey, shalom.
So the car, we're in the traffic, the car is going. So I stop behind the car. While I stop behind the car, the light turn red. Because you know you gotta stop so the people can walk. Boy, you know the cops gonna give me a ticket, said, oh, you're not supposed to, you know, wasn't supposed to stop.
Oh, you
there.
was in the box.
You was in the box.
Oh, you was across the line.
Yeah, I'm
a
like,
little bit.
I'm like, yo, the light was green. Is that my fault is changing? He said, well, you should have known.
Wow.
Yeah, that's New York.
Well,
that's New York.
that's
I'm
that.
like,
But you got to keep reading this. There's more in
ahead.
there.
Okay. After he left office, After he left office, for years on end, Bloomberg bragged about the policy and defended it with all of his might.
Bragged about it. Okay, go ahead.
That's why he asked the staff at the Aspen Institute to not share any of the videos from when he spoke there in 2015, where he bragged about how police would throw black and brown boys against walls.
One second. Remember, we just read the piece before. We just read that crime after he left and Stop-and-frisk was no more. Crime plummeted in New York after he left and after the policy was done. Go ahead.
You say he bragged about how police would throw black and brown boys against walls in the name of making the city safer. Those kids and their mothers and fathers and siblings were not just humiliated by such awful practices, they were shattered by them. Bloomberg literally defended Stop and Frisk all the way through 2019, right up until he decided to run for president.
Now all of a sudden now, he want everybody to cut amnesia.
Right.
Oh no, forget about everything I did now. Your niggas vote for me. You are crazy.
It was a
that for the
different
safety of
time.
New York.
Hey, you know what's so crazy though, Deacon? You know how we mentioned the pill. We know the Most High got something good for New York.
Most I got something good for Amalek, period.
But at the end of the day, we cannot forget the things that have happened to those people. Those are stubborn and hard-headed group of people, though.
But we're not talking about that though,
But
brother.
you understand what I'm saying?
No,
though,
no,
right?
I don't. Keep reading.
Can I
man.
get screwed?
You understand what I'm
Brother
saying?
right here, man.
You
What the
understand
hell?
what I'm saying?
We're
right?
not talking about that right now. We're talking about
we on
the
this,
wicked
though.
of the Esau, man. What the hell's wrong with this?
The wicked of the Esau.
What's wrong with Judah, man? We only know the hard-headed, but we're talking about the wicked of Esau.
The wicked of Esau.
Hey, am I missing something? What's wrong with Judah, man? Judah tried to take the little blame one from Esau. Judah, be quiet, man.
I'm taking no blame from Esau.
I have
We
dedicated.
know, hey, no. You guys understand what Captain Harry is saying? He's saying, we was talking about that yesterday. What he's saying is, Mosai God used that devil,
This guy, yeah,
this
man.
devil right there, to put a foot on our people behind so they can get right. That's what Harry is saying. Which is 100% right. Yes, we always say the woman is the devil, which is there. Bloomberg is the devil too, which is his. However, what Harry is saying, Mosai God used those devils to make sure our people repent, get it right.
You said they my soul
That's
for
what he
righteousness.
said. That's what Harry is saying. All right, I'm just playing with him by
he's
saying,
messing with me.
but I'm just messing with him. But he's 100% right.
Crazy, bro.
That's what Mosai God is doing. That's what Harry is saying.
Read more of that.
Excuse me. I have dedicated my life to fighting back against Donald Trump and his policies. I have campaigned to oust horrible politicians and have helped elect bold, promising
Now,
new ones.
this is a quote from Bloomberg, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Promising new ones all over the country. I have endangered my entire family in pursuit of tracking down and bringing white supremacists and neo-Nazis to justice.
Wow.
Y'all like how...
Holy crap. And correct me if I'm wrong. No, he was a Republican, right? He was a Republican mayor at the time.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Donald Trump is our mortal enemy. I work directly with the people and communities his evil has impacted the most. He must be defeated, and he can be. But I will not support one oppressor to oust another one.
Oh, now
Read
that was
that
also
again.
Sean
Oh, that was the
King.
guy.
That was Sean King saying that.
Oh.
Read that again. But
But I will not support one oppressor to oust another one.
You know what he's saying? Sit you by home, don't vote.
That's right.
That's what he's saying.
That's right.
That's what he's saying.
But we didn't get the quote from Bloomberg. I thought it was it must be in the other article. The actual quote of what Bloomberg said.
Let's go to the other article. Maybe it's in the other article. Is that a video or not?
That's a video.
Wait, what? Or you want
to play this a little bit?
I remember we got a phone call.
You want to play this a little bit?
Yeah.
Play a little bit.
Play a little bit of that. See what he's saying. Hold on, caller. We see you.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Bloomberg is racist. That's the hashtag that's trending on Twitter since audio of remarks made by the 2020 Democratic presidential hopeful, the former New York City mayor, Michael Bloomberg, surfaced earlier this week. In the clip from the 2015 Aspen Institute, Bloomberg is heard defending the New York City Police Department's controversial stop-and-frisk policies, saying, quote, 95% of murdered victims fit one MO. You can just take the description, Xerox it, pass it out to all the cops. Listen closely.
95% of your murderers and murdered victims fit one MO. You can just take the description, Xerox it, and pass it out to all the cops. They are male, minorities, 15 to 25. That's true in New York. It's true in virtually every city.
That's Mike Bloomberg saying, quote, they are male, minority, 16 to 25. That's true in New York. That's true in virtually every city. He went on to say, quote, and the way you get the guns out of the kids' hands is to throw them up against the walls and frisk them. Bloomberg issued a statement Tuesday saying, quote, I inherited the police practice of stop and frisk, and as part of our effort to stop gun violence, it was overused. By the time I left office, I cut it back by 95%, but I should have done it faster and sooner. I regret that, and I have apologized, unquote.
He said, my bad.
But Bloomberg did not just inherit stop and frisk. During his tenure as mayor, the use of the practice increased sevenfold. During his time in office, the New York police recorded over 5 million stop and frisks. The vast majority of those stop were Black and Latino. As mayor of New York, Bloomberg long defended stop and frisk. This is Bloomberg speaking during a 2013 interview on WOR radio.
They just keep saying, oh, it's a disproportionate percentage of a particular ethnic group. That may be, but it's not a disproportionate percentage of those who witnesses and victims describe as committing the murder. In that case, incidentally, I think we disproportionately stop whites too much.
Wow.
And minorities too little.
Yes, dude.
You hear that?
Wow.
You hear that?
And you niggas gonna go vote
Vote for it. You hear what he said?
Wow.
Yep.
Now, Bloomberg is an Amalek. When you hear Berg, what are the names? Finkelstein, Weinstein. Those are Amaleks. Those are the so-called Jewish. That's what they are. Don't trust them. That's why the scripture says, "Do not trust, never trust thy enemy."
And you cannot vote out one evil for another.
For another evil.
That I'm gonna vote for the lesser two evils. You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
That's evil regardless.
Yes.
You know these people are tainted. You know they're the damn devil.
I gotta vote for evil.
Their track record says they're the devil.
Yep.
And you say, well, he's not as bad as Trump. You're an idiot. Come on.
I get one script.
Good Lord.
Let me tell you
we got
something.
a phone call too.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
One second phone call.
I'm laughing, but that thing is not funny.
You laughing your pain away, D?
We always talking about Donald Trump, how evil he is, which is Donald Trump is evil is there. Donald Trump is the spokesperson for white supremacy. That's why white supremacy would not get rid of Donald Trump. That's why I always see all these Republicans, Donald Trump get impeached. Yo, you ever see, how many times in America did you ever see somebody go to trial? The judge said, no, I don't want to hear the evidence.
Yeah.
That don't matter.
Yo, you went to trial, they told the judge, hey, I got evidence that he committed the crime. The judge said, no, I don't want to
hear your witness.
Your Honor, I got videos that this dude right here robbed the bank. No. I don't want to hear.
We're going to throw that evidence out.
Your Honor, I got witness that was there with him. They actually pointed their gun. I got a witness that was actually with them. No.
You didn't see what you thought you saw.
He recorded them doing it together.
The judge were like, well,
You
might have them in the video, but that's not really him.
You didn't present the information the right way. You didn't go through the proper channels.
Yeah, you didn't. The judge said since you didn't present the no. That's what happened with Donald Trump impeachment.
Damn.
The Republican Party said, yeah, he did that, but no.
It's
We
cool.
don't want to.
Don't worry, it's
We don't want to hear. He's cool. Because why? He's their spokesperson.
Yes.
Donald Trump is telling you exactly how white society think.
Hey, and what it looked like is they preparing you for the next. If there's a next one, they get in your mindset.
Yes.
So that when you see the oppression, when you see the lies,
It's normal.
don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, you know what's so funny you said? Bloomberg, Donald Trump and Bloomberg are good cop and the bad cop.
Right. So they using Donald Trump to set you up for the one who done told. So Donald Trump like business evil. He not like direct nig evil.
Yes.
This Bloomberg
This
guy
right there.
seems to be like
That's a
direct
direct
nig
evil.
But the difference is our people want to be rocked to sleep.
Yes.
So Bloomberg he's not going to talk like Donald Trump or boisterous. He's going to come, he knows how to talk like a politician where Trump don't. And that's what black people like. We like that soft, smooth, soothing
things.
voice like Hillary Clinton and Bloomberg. We like that thing. We don't want that boisterous that's going to tell you, what do you got to do? Remember, Trump was like, hey, your neighborhoods are ran down. Your education system sucks.
You never heard a politician
What you
say
got to
stuff like
lose?
that. Yes.
That's what he said to
He's
black
not a
people.
politician.
We don't like that thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So
He's not a politician. You never heard a politician
not a
talk like
politician.
that. You never, because Donald Trump is not what you call
He's outspoken.
outspoken.
Yeah.
Because the thing that come out of his mouth, you'd be like, is he actually
crude.
saying
That's what they
that?
call it. He's crude. That's what they call it. He's a very
Is he
crude.
actually saying that? Yes.
Churlish.
Guess what? That's Donald Trump is how a regular white man and white woman talk around the dinner table.
So they sent him in as the bad cop actually. So
Yes.
you get that churlish and you say, oh, we just can't. But they allow him to set up the precedents to break the rules.
Yes.
Now you send in the smooth talker who know his way around rules. You done broke the law for him. So now he got more room to, but I'm finna implement. Just like you said, if he broke the rule and made his mayor term longer,
right.
He broke the rules to make the police search and seizure stuff more intense. They said 7 times. They just said on this 7 times more. But then he said, I dialed it back 95%. But you geeked it up.
95%.
Right.
You dialed back a portion of your increase, not from its base.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
That's how evil they are, bro. I believe we got a phone call. You still got a phone call?
Hold on. Somebody got a scripture.
Let me get Ecclesiastes 7:7. It's
We got a phone call?
Hold on. Get the scripture first. He been asking for scripture.
You know,
1 second caller.
because we hit, like you said, New York is the place of shuns. It's oppression, suppression, depression. You know what I'm saying?
Snow pressure.
And it's not just New York. It just happened that New York got a high concentration. Like it's like oppression concentrate.
Hey, somebody said, we don't need your guys to move to Atlanta. Atlanta's overcrowded. You're right. Hey,
Rising up the taxes.
Your New Yorkers stay in New York. Don't move to Atlanta.
Go somewhere else. Texas
stay there,
open.
man.
Texas,
go to
big.
Texas.
Texas is a big land.
Yeah,
Go
Texas
over
is a big
there.
land. Go to Texas. Don't come to Atlanta.
You got Montana.
Yeah, go.
Build up Montana. Build up Montana.
Yeah, go to Montana.
Esau throw a beefalo heart on your car.
Montana East Coast, just like New York. Go to Denver or something. Oh, you know why? Well, you know why your guys should go? People in New York. Your guys should go to Wyoming.
Yeah. It's wide open. You can start a big camp over there.
Go New Orleans or somewhere. It's a whole lot of Louisiana.
Go to Wyoming.
Hey, get your script.
Hey, you never been to Wyoming?
No.
Wyoming, you drove to Wyoming. It's sunny. You come out, it's snowing.
They say you drive through Wyoming. They say Wyoming freeze diesel.
I don't need to be there.
Dang.
Wyoming.
Yeah, he cry about the cold. He can't much be outside here.
Get your
Go
script.
ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So snow pressure make you mad. Stop and frisk make you mad. Breaking the laws of your so-called constitution that you think is for you make you mad. All of these things we see as a people, we like, okay, this is wrong. They doing this to our people. This is wrong. Oh, they doing this is wrong. We see it. We angry. What the next part say?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
The fact that they make you think that this guy is for you. They make you think that you got a voice in here. That's a gift to you because you feel like you equal in a place where you know that there is oppression all around you. And they give you a churlish man and then come with another smooth talking man. And now your whole thought pattern of the oppression is gone because you think you finna get this smooth talking man and he gonna take it away from you.
You hear what you said? Your whole thought.
Yeah.
You've been conditioned since you got off the ships.
Right.
They know what they're doing. They
I
did a
didn't know.
diligence search
There's
on
a brother.
you.
There's a brother. His name is JB. He say he live in Wyoming. I didn't know there was black people in Wyoming.
In the truth?
He's on there.
Well, he prophesying to the cow.
Hey,
he
so
was
I had it out flyers.
He
Build
said
up Wyoming.
he was stationed in Wyoming. Wyoming, bro. I didn't know there was black people in Wyoming.
Dang.
Too cold.
Wyoming,
let's take
Wyoming is very cold, man.
Let's take the phone call. Hey, Shalom caller, what's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, family. This is Soldier Michael. IUIC.
From Wyoming?
Kuwait.
IUIC where?
That's Mike.
Awake.
IUIC Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Formerly
Oh.
from Germany.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
IUIC,
Oh,
Kuwait,
the
Germany.
brother who used to
Shalom.
be in-
I know. Shalom, bro. Most High Christ bless.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
I just want to go back a little bit. I was on hold for a little while. Captain Amaziah brought out a great point. Philly. I'm originally from Philadelphia, and I'm still fighting the effects of that city almost 15, 20 years later. The hate is so real in that city. Only thing that saved me is this truth, that medicine. I mean, like Paul said in 1 Corinthians, I died daily from that city, man. So,
Oppression. Hey,
the truth. We get out there in them streets and try to save them people because my brothers are still there and the hate. There's so much hate in that city, man, that before the truth, I would have slapped cats just for looking at me funny. And it was normal. So that's real in that city, man. The hate is in the depression, just being out there looking in the street, and it's normal to people there though. It's like normal.
Right, and
You know what I mean?
that's the.
So-
I'm sorry, bro. And that's the
I
sad
was
thing.
gonna say that's a good point y'all brought out, Cat.
All praises. And the thing is this. I know we posted another article. It was about a basketball player, Derrick Rose. Thank you for your call, bro. It was about Derrick Rose and how he has trouble coping in society now. Derrick Rose is a superstar. He's
got
a
the money.
Basketball player. He got millionaire.
Hey, you got that
dollars,
article?
And he's famous. But he has a hard time coping because of the conditions he grew up in, which is Chicago, which is similar to Philadelphia. So like this brother said, he's dealing with what happened to him growing up 15 years ago.
Hey.
What we don't realize is us that grew up in the hood, Bronx, Brooklyn, Philly, Chicago, LA, wherever, these major cities, are traumatized by the living conditions that we live in. We see our brothers getting shot down, we fighting each other, and mind you, it's only black against brown, brown against brown, black against black.
Right.
This is what we see. And we grow up different now. We don't, it's not a normal life, but we have normalized it.
Right.
What Captain Amaziah said is heavy in the blood of that skull. What you guys don't realize is we as a people, the thing we go through, we never get help for.
Right. Never get therapy.
We never get therapy, nothing. Those scars live with you for all your life. All your life. That's why I see some of us so crazy. Derrick Rose is a multimillionaire. He make millions of dollars out of the NBA. But he's telling you how, because of the way he grew up, he suffered from PTSD.
Right.
While growing up in Chicago, because he sees so many. You know how they say the soldiers went to the army,
right?
They went to war, see war. They see so many killing, and that thing affected them for years later. That's what Derrick Rose is saying, and that's what the Blood Just Call is saying. He's telling you, even though he left Philadelphia 15 years ago.
Right.
It still affected him. Mm-hmm. And some of you guys might say, why is that? You guys, you have no. You see, Esau knows something you guys don't know. The way the mind works.
The power of the mind.
Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Esau got a. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Esau got a policy. If you spend more than a year in jail, they actually qualify as crazy.
Yes.
You know why they do that?
Yes.
There's a reason. In jail, they don't beat you, but psychological, they break you.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's why you see that young man, what is his name? Khalif
Browder.
Browder. That's why he killed himself. Psychological, they break you. Now, I want you to understand, I want you to think about this, what I'm about to say. Imagine you sentenced for 5 years in jail, right? You did your 5 years in jail in horrible condition. They break you. You come out. Now, Esau put a system in place where because you were a convicted felon, you cannot get a job.
And you got to pay probation.
You got to pay probation. Imagine you come out, you got a wife.
Yes.
You got a kid. You got to eat. You got to feed them. You got to provide for them. You cannot find a job. So what trust Esau left you with? You have to go back in the street again.
So you can end up right back inside.
Esau, I really have in his book. If 30% out of them come out of prison this year, chances 20% of them is coming back.
Yeah.
You know how you know that?
Yep.
Because he set up the system for you to come back. You in the street is not going to make you some money. You back again to the system, to jail, that's how they make money off of you. So, what we're saying to you is, it's come to a point where the black men in this society cannot win. Every single thing is built against us. Every single thing.
Everything, yeah.
It's so bad, they even built the black woman against you.
Yep.
Because I was looking at this week about that woman that the black man have his daughter, he do their hair.
Yes.
She went and cut the daughter hair.
Just because it was breeded,
Just
not by
because
her.
it was breeded, not by her.
Just demons.
So I want you guys to think. The black woman is so turning against you. When you look at what Gayle King said about Kobe Bryant.
Right.
The man is dead.
Right.
When the man was living, she never questioned him.
She had 15 years,
She had
17 years
Yes.
after the case was acquitted
Yes.
to ask
Never
him
said
that
nothing.
personally.
Right.
Yes.
Never said nothing to him.
Never said nothing. But guess what? She wait after he dead. Now, who's the spokesperson against them?
Yeah.
The black woman.
Yeah.
Listen, I always say that to your brothers, man. We have it bad. Nobody have it worse than the black men in America.
That's right.
But we do know, Christ said, he's going to turn us into gold.
That's right.
That's right. Gold. I like that thing.
Adversity, baby.
There's going to be a time. It's coming. Everybody on the earth is going to envy the black man.
Yep.
Hey, Deke, I want to go back to a point you made where you said what's it?
Go.
They got a system where you say they build a system where they have it's like a trap. You
Yes,
go
it
into
is a
prison
trap.
and come out.
Yes.
Now that goes back to Bloomberg why they did that stop and frisk.
Yes.
Now when these innocent men being frisked and being put in the system, they got a case now against them.
Yes.
Now I want to pull one script, D.
Remember we got, go ahead.
Acts 16. I'm gonna go straight to the point. 37. This is historic. This is a history where Paul went through the same thing. And what they do is they release these men and don't even explain to them why they got in prison or why they got arrested. Acts 16:23, and then jump to 37.
Acts chapter 16 and verse 23. And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely.
Now this is Paul getting thrown in prison for teaching the gospel. Now go to the 37.
Verse 37. But Paul said unto them, they have beaten us openly, uncondemned.
On what?
Uncondemned.
Now these innocent men, Bloomberg go put cuffs on them for stop and frisk for no reason. Read.
Being Romans, and have cast us into prison. And now do they thrust us out privily.
Do a what?
Thrust us out privily.
Now they released them without an explanation, without a reason why we put
Go
you
home,
in
nigga.
there.
You can go now.
Well, we got you in the system now,
Yes.
but you can go home, nigga.
Yes.
Neg, go home, neg.
Go home,
Read
neg.
on.
Nay, verily, but let them come themselves and fetch us out.
Paul said he wasn't having. He said, "Let them come release us for putting us in here for innocently." Right. Let you know this has been going on since Roman times.
It's in the Bible, bro. Stop and frisk in the Bible.
Hey, the phone call.
But don't talk about that.
let's take the
No,
call.
don't talk about
Don't
that.
talk about that.
Paul said love. Paul said love.
Hey, Shalom caller, what's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom. This is Soldier Ezekiel from Arkansas Camp. Shalom, Lisa.
Hey, Shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Hey, so I was just going to talk about the stop and frisk. One time I was on vacation and I was on a cruise with the Carnival Cruise Line. So we stopped in Key West, Florida, right? So I'm, walking down the street, supposed to be on vacation. And then out the blue, a bunch of Edomites surround me. And they basically was, cops in regular clothes. And they stopped and frisked me while I was on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was just, that's resonated with me when y'all was talking about stop and frisk. Like, even on vacation, you still a nigga. A nig.
A nig.
A nig.
Right.
Dang. See, he probably had on his Hawaiian shirt. Some shades.
Cooling.
Right.
Esau said, "You still a nig."
Flip flop with his toes out. Get your ass on this wall.
Right.
And
Empty your pockets.
let me tell you something. I know, brothers and sisters, I know we focus a lot on some of us going to be agent, but do not underestimate the black woman.
That's right.
A lot of those agents going to be the black woman. That's right. You know how some of you look like buckwheat, and you got these beautiful sisters coming and say, "Oh, you look like Denzel Washington." She might be an agent.
You a rank man too? She needs you to tell some of that rank man
you
stuff.
a captain in IUIC? What? You an officer?
You're not married?
You not married? You single?
You're the most handsome.
Oh, you're the
captain.
most handsome. No, sister, he look like buckwheat. And you go marry her. Oh yeah, she's an agent.
So you got teeth like
She might be an
lawnmower
agent.
blades. She tell you got pretty
She
smile.
getting paid to tell you look like Denzel.
Like you got such a
And
pretty
years
smile.
later, you found out. Oh yeah, the woman you was in the same bed with. Yeah, she was an agent.
Hey, damn, history talk about everything, huh?
about
Samson
everything.
and Delilah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Agent.
Damn,
Delilah was an agent.
Is already in the
Delilah.
Oh, Delilah, yeah.
Delilah
was
to
agent,
handsome to
Samson.
Samson. Oh wow,
You got big muscles.
you got big muscles.
You so strong.
You so strong. Your hair is long.
Your hair is
Look at your
long.
hair.
Look.
Can I braid your hair?
And then when he went and tell her, you should like tell me your strength. He'd be
Let's
like,
tell
oh
you
yeah,
your
if you tie
strength.
me up with some rope, you don't love me. You wouldn't tell me the real reason
Hey,
you
put
so
it on.
strong.
Yeah.
You're like, baby.
Hey, that's your Deacon. You don't understand. You don't understand. I'm in love with her.
But I love her, man.
I'll be like, brother, she's an agent. Deacon, I know she's an agent, but I'm in love with her. Look at her butt.
She understands me.
She
I'm gonna read these
understands me.
scripts and then I'm gonna marry her, man. I love her, man.
Hey, I'll be like, brother,
That's the inside.
brother, she's a big butt agent. Deacon, you don't understand. Agent don't have big butt like that. Brother.
That's the righteous big butt,
That's
Deacon.
the
Don't say
righteous
that,
big
Deacon.
butt.
She got 2 head wraps. I know she in the truth.
She even double head wrap her head, Deacon.
Hey, what he say? What he
It's
say?
double covered.
There's no way she's an
I'm
agent.
gonna marry her,
Deacon.
man.
There's no way she can wrap her hair like that and be an agent.
Look
Deacon.
how low she bows down to me, Deacon.
I don't care if she slept with somebody, Deacon. I love her, man.
I love her, man. I love her.
Oh, I know what y'all talking about. I love her, man. Hey, she can read some of that,
She
man.
can wash it out.
I'm gonna
Okay,
kill her when he
this
get on
is
work
a-
tonight, though, man.
This is Atlanta Black Star.
crazy, man.
It kills me. Derrick Rose says he suffered from PTSD while growing up in Chicago. Admits that he hates fame.
So now, normally, our people, especially our people, we love the fame. What comes with the fame is the money, maybe a little bit of power or supposed power, influence, women, right? Let's see what Derrick Rose says because he grew up in Chicago.
Derrick Rose was in Chicago on Thursday for the upcoming All-Star Weekend. And during a panel discussion in Doran Forum, located on the University of Illinois at Chicago, where IUIC took over, he touched on his level of mental health while growing up. Rose grew up in the neighborhood of Inglewood on Chicago's South Side, where
Damn,
IUIC
that's where we
took
were.
over.
Inglewood is where we held the march.
Yeah.
That's where IUIC took over.
That's where we took over.
That's
the
the
march.
worst. That's the worst place in Chicago.
Also, the University of Illinois at the college in which we took over, where Rose grew up in the neighborhood of Inglewood on Chicago's South Side. And he said that some of the things that he witnessed as a kid gave him mental trauma.
You know what he's saying? He can't believe he's still alive.
Yep.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
Derrick Rose talked about having PTSD when he was a child in Chicago. When I was younger, we used to have a lot of things that used to happen in my house and on my block to where I kind of got PTSD. post-traumatic stress disorder.
Now, mind you, this is just Derrick Rose. There's millions of brothers in the hood dealing with the same conditions. So don't think they're all strong and they're normal. No, we're not normal. Go ahead.
In a way, he explained, I'll be downstairs in the basement doing something, and I hear somebody playing upstairs, and I run up thinking somebody was bursting in our house about to attack my cousin. This girl, she used to beat up everybody in the neighborhood. Like she would beat up somebody, and I would think that they were coming back for revenge, added Rose. So any little bumps or sounds in the house, I'm scared. Or at night, I would hear something and get scared because I was thinking that these people came back.
You don't understand. He was a kid.
He traumatized by his bully cousin.
Your guys don't. I don't think you guys understand what he's saying. Your guys don't understand what he's saying. I know a brother who was suffering the same thing because his father used to beat his mom. As a kid, that thing traumatized him.
Right.
And he was saying that every time his father got mad, he's scared because he know he's gonna beat on his mom.
Somebody finna get hit.
And that thing traumatized the hell out of him. So he can't even, but he was a kid, he can't even sleep right because he was so afraid. You guys, listen, until you're in that position, you have no idea what he's talking about. He's saying, listen, until today, he's still traumatized because he's like, yo, I can't believe I come out. Because this is the thing with a lot of us, black people. We grew up in certain neighborhood, people we grew up with, they all got killed. So you asking yourself, why they got killed, I didn't get killed. That's what he's saying. People like kids he grew up with, friends, they got killed, murder. So he said to himself, okay, how the hell I get out? Why the hell my friend didn't get out? Because I remember Captain Shema was telling me about a friend of his. He grew up in the Bronx with close friend and he got killed. And Captain Shema was talking about that, and you can tell that thing actually affected him.
That was our friend.
Yes.
The brother got shot one time, boom, and just ricocheted all through his body.
And Captain Shema was like, and he was saying that him and his wife was saying, hey, if his so-and-so was alive, he would have believed the truth. He would have repented. And you can tell in his voice that thing affected him because that was his childhood's friend who got killed. Stuff like that. We never get help. That thing affect you for years. Even after you grow up, you still think about those things. You be like, damn, that was my best friend.
If I'm not mistaken, thank the Lord for his mercies. Cap, because Captain Amazon, we were in New York when you were telling us. But Cap, I think Captain may mention when he wasn't in his right mind, he was really about the business to take revenge on it. And thank God they never found the guy. But that showed the Lord's mercy. And you could tell, like you're saying, it really affected him.
Yeah, that's a brother. We knew him since 7 years old.
So it was three of y'all used to run together.
So stuff crazy, like that, man, affect you big time.
Can I get that one in the script?
No.
Please, sir.
No, man, stop.
Yes, sir.
This is not a class. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is a radio show. Can you please read the article?
I got you, D. No problem. Elsewhere during the panel discussion, Rose implied that being an NBA star isn't cracked up.
All that is cracked up to be.
It is not all in there. NBA star isn't cracked up to what he thought it would be. And he's envious of those who can live a quieter life. I hate living with boundaries, he said. It kills me when I go on vacation and I just know that people are chilling there as a dentist or somebody with a regular job. They are able to live and just walk around freely, and I'm jealous of that because deep down I want that, but I can't have it. So be careful what you pray for because you'll never know how it'll turn out, added Rose. The 69th NBA All-Star Game will be on Sunday, February 6th at Chicago United Center.
But the point is, man, the thing that we as kids suffer, we never get help for it. Some of us, we just brush it in the back. Like it's never happened.
I was talking to a lady in the store I was with. She's a little black store. They sell clothes and oil, stuff like that. And I was talking to the lady, and started just going to some stuff with her because she said something about the Most High. And I was like, oh, really? Who is this Most High you speak? So we went to talking. And I was talking to her, and I was like, we live... Everything that the blacks and Hispanics and natives deal with, the Israelites deal with, is all a trauma-based life. Everything we do is trauma-based. From celebrating these holidays or Esau is trauma-based because you did it because that was the time that he gave you off, or the time that he stopped killing you for a moment. The food that you eat is trauma-based because you continue to eat the diet that he gave you as a slave. The practices of how we behave in the hood, it's all like every single thing we do is based out of some sort of trauma that we experience. From just like y'all moved here because New York traumatized you. Like, bro, this is this is traumatic. Every day I wake up, I got to deal with this kind of. So you try, even to the point that we damage our kids because we try to remove the trauma for them, and then we add more trauma to them. Like, I was talking to one of the soldiers outside, and he was saying the worst thing that he ever did was give his kids everything that he never had. Because then it made his kids entitled to where they won't listen to nobody. Now they getting in trouble. They can't hear his truth. They can't hear anything he's trying to teach them, because rather than him teaching them what they should know, he gave them everything that he didn't have, because he's trying to erase the trauma that he had.
Spoiling.
You know, and can I make a quick point on this? Now, us that grew up these urban settings, gunshots going off, our brothers and sisters getting killed that we know, growing up with, getting robbed and all that kind of stuff, right? Trauma. Now, hearing that trauma as Derrick Rose heard it. Now, I want y'all to think of this. I'm gonna show you how evil America is. Let's think of Sandy Hook.
Oh, yeah.
There was a mass shooting at the school in, was it Connecticut?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now the little Edomite kids that got that were not shot or were not killed, that went to the school, that saw the situation go down. Did they get any rehab?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. They brought counselors in. Yes, they sat them through sessions.
They got counselors, and even they got black women and men, Christians, to come from down south and get a bus over to Sandy Hook and sing songs to them and pray with them. But your own brothers and sisters in the hood get nothing. They just hear the gunshots the next night. And the
get over it. It wasn't you.
Night. Yeah, we just get over it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Hey, Cap, did you
That's
see
some evil stuff, man?
Did you see in the news last week or 2 weeks ago? The cops in Chicago, I think it was in Chicago, bust into the house.
Yes.
And put guns in the kids' heads.
Oh, yeah, we went over that. We went over that.
Wow. You know those kids gonna traumatize those of their life.
Right. And they're gonna move based off that. Like,
But that's my point, is that America knows that we are not normal in the head.
Right.
America knows these things. That's why they sent the rehab to Sandy Hook, because they want their people normal.
Yes.
Cap, you remember the girl? It was a girl, she saw, and I think she got kidnapped by this dude, and he kept her for something like 20 years. He had her in his house and in the backyard, and he had a baby with her and everything, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Duragard. I think J.C. Duragard.
He's in jail right now.
J.C. Duragard.
I think they give him like 40
JC,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, he's in jail.
But the first thing that they said that she's gonna need, she needed to be rehabilitated from being held captive by this man for 20 years. They said she needs to be rehabilitated because she started to look at him as family.
Yes.
Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans have been held captive by these people for over 400 years. And guess what? You beginning to look at them
like family.
As family.
What about the white man?
Right. To the point that the Hispanics are classifying themselves as white.
Yes.
Jake going cutting their nose, bleaching their skin, putting the makeup on as light as they can get it. Straight. You beginning to look at these people as family. So therefore, again, all your movements are trauma-based. Your beauty is trauma-based. All of this, but guess what? Like Cap said, you get no rehab for this. Why you still doing this? Y'all been free for so long. Why? Because guess what? You still live at the Joker house who kidnapped you.
Right.
You still live at his house.
No, the Joker's in your house.
Yeah.
He feeds you.
You know, we the only, well, I'm talking about the black, let me go back to the black men again. The black man is the only man in the world that's never innocent.
Never.
Even in death, we're guilty.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get acquitted of the murder. I still get to charge you and take all your stuff because it's your fault they died.
Yes. We're never innocent.
You get dismissed from the rape.
You can go to the courthouse You go to the system, lawyer, the trial. You found out guilty, you're not guilty, you're not innocent. You're still guilty.
Me and my wife was talking about this about OJ the other day. How do you get acquitted of the murder, but yet you still get to come and sue me for your people dying?
That make no sense, right?
Like what the hell?
That make no sense.
Like
That's make absolutely no sense.
Right.
I found out guilty, but you sue me for the death. That make no sense.
Still paying.
I
death
thought me found out guilty because I didn't kill them.
Right.
But you still go and sue me for unlawful death,
That's
and you
insane.
win millions of dollars.
Right.
That make the system make no damn sense.
But you're
not even talking about OJ. OJ went to jail for what? Because he tried to get his stuff back.
He tried to get his stuff back.
Yo, they stole his stuff,
and he stole it back.
He went to get it. They charge him. They put him in jail.
His stuff.
For robbery.
Hey.
They put him in jail for robbing his own stuff.
His own
What type of law is this?
Hey,
Damn.
hey, look.
They
Hey,
said
look.
still nigga.
And Cap.
Still nigga.
Stay your
No,
agent.
they was poisoning his behind up in there.
Man.
How bad OJ looked in jail? They said, okay, we got you. We know it's your memorabilia. We got you.
I'm surprised they didn't kill him in there.
They probably was trying. They probably was trying.
was
I'm
trying.
surprised they didn't kill him in there.
Yeah.
I believe we got a phone call too.
He's the juice.
You got the juice.
Damn.
Ready? Hey, Shalom.
Kobe Bryant.
Shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, shalom. This is Soldier Rakim. Got a comment on the things about the oppression in New York. What drew the final straw with me that made me leave New York and come to Atlanta. So
Hey, don't say that too
No.
loud, brother.
Can you move to Wyoming
Yeah, don't
instead of
Hey,
Atlanta?
we need a camp in Wyoming, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
That's too loud.
yeah, so a couple things in New York. They have a situation where the police will pull you over, stop and frisk. They'll reach in on you, put their hand on your chest, and then you don't even know why they're reaching in on you because that's close to your neck. So you might get a little nervous, your heart start beating, and then they'd be like, why you scared? You're hiding something. That's why you're scared. So little things like that would put pressure on you because most people are scared of the police. So by you even putting your hand on someone's chest, you're going to feel their heartbeat. People make it seem like, you're not supposed to have no heartbeat in you. But the main thing that drew me from New York was that final straw was, you know how you would have a ratchet knife?
Yeah.
And they changed the law. So remember, they said the blade could be no wider than 4 fingers.
What's a ratchet
So
knife?
I had a knife for a period of time. I started using it as a tool to work on my car, so I would leave it in the glove box. The blade is not even 4 inches. I think it was 4 inches. So the blade is not even barely 3 inches. So they pulled me over, searched my car illegally, and then they pulled the knife out. So I'm sitting there. The guy left with the knife. I'm sitting there thinking he's coming back to give me my knife or whatever because I see him playing with it. So he comes back and he's like, "Oh, you got to get out the car." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You got to get out the car," and I'm like, "For what?" So then 3 other officers come up. So now it's 4 of them there. So they're like, "Oh, you got to get out the car, or else we're gonna pull you out." I was like, "What?" So I didn't understand because I'm like, I'm working a legitimate job. I'm working at UPS. This is a Friday night. I'm going to go hang out with my buddy. So they pulled me out the car, and while they're putting the handcuffs on me, they're telling me the knife is illegal because it opens up and locks into place. So I was like,
damn.
But I didn't know nothing about that. I said, y'all see, I got my UPS, I got my PBA pass because I have friends that were police.
They didn't give a damn about that PBA card.
They didn't care about that. So they were like, we locking you up for this. I said, well, can you just give me a fine? You see all my stuff is legit, my license is straight, everything. I said, it was so stupid to the point where I stayed in jail for a whole weekend because I can't see the judge till Monday morning.
Yep.
When I saw the judge says to me, just stay out of trouble for 6 months and this will all go away. I'm like, I had to go through all of that. If I had a job over the weekend, I could have been fired.
Damn.
So in other words, they inconvenienced the hell out of you.
Put them in the system.
Just to put me in the book.
For a pocket knife?
Just to put me in the book.
So you can't have a pocket knife in New York.
No. If it locks into place, it's illegal in New York.
What kind of knife don't lock into place? A butter knife? Like what kind of?
Hey, this is.
That's exactly what one of them told me. They said if I would have had a regular steak knife or a butter knife, I would have been fine. I'm like, that is so
Bro, I should have
stupid.
been the police in New York. I'm good at this.
It was so bad. Like some of the police officers that I knew, they told me when police is pulling them over, because I knew a few of them that used to ride motorcycles, they said they used to run from the police not to deal with the harassment of their own police officers.
And that's the sad thing right there. That's the sad. So the own police, when they're off duty, they try not to get stopped by the police that are on duty.
Look out, it's Johnson.
They would run.
Johnson's behind me.
That's oppression.
That's New York. I'm telling you, it's another level.
But I gotta add to this. It's not only New York, Cap.
Yeah, it's not only New York.
It's the whole
It's not
United
only
States. The black man. Again, the black man, everything is built against the black man, even in death.
We're only speaking of New York because that's where we grew up.
Y'all was traumatized.
What I was saying was the black man went to trial. He found not guilty. As soon as he do something successful, oh no, bring that charge. Remember that's what they did with the brother that did that movie about the slave.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Nate Parker.
Nate Parker. That's what they did to Nate Parker. They tried to destroy him, and guess who come against him? His own black woman,
right?
Who come against him?
Gabrielle Union
come against him. Now with Kobe Bryant, he died. That thing was like 17 years ago. The black woman didn't even ask no question. Who come against him now? The black woman.
Yep.
It's crazy how this thing work. It's crazy. We don't stand a chance, man.
Can I please get this script here? Isaiah 60 and 15. Because like D said, we oppressed, suppressed, what other snow pressed, depressed, repressed,
suppressed.
But God is gonna make us gold.
That's all kind of press.
Watch this. Isaiah 60 and 15.
Isaiah
Start at 14 and 15.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
That's Mayor Bloomberg. That's Donald Trump. That's Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all the Clintons. Go ahead.
Cap. Hold on. Cap.
And I like that.
Hold on.
Oh, God.
Cap. Time out. You know, we talk about this. You got to start it all over again. Read this again. It's like music, bro.
Yeah, this is music. This is a song right here.
The book of Isaiah, chapter
song.
60, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee,
that started Stop-and-frisk, that started Jim Crow, all these policies. Go ahead.
Shall come bending unto thee.
They're gonna come bow down to the black man. That's what they're gonna come looking at, looking at their feet. Don't look up.
Hey, I can't wait the day I come home. The wife is one in his mouth, and I put two head on the table.
Look what I got, baby.
Can you put this in the backyard? And she look at you like,
put this on a pole in the backyard.
She look at you like,
the hell up.
Dude, you know what she gonna say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you was talking shit now, huh?
Look, D. And that day when you come bring them, she gonna say, "You did good today, my lord."
Yes. She's one in her mouth. I take two heads. I put them on the table. Can you put these in the backyard?
I said, "Ooh, those was some big eatums."
He'd be like,
"Oh, the head gonna roll on the table."
I was like, what was you saying?
Yeah,
nothing, my lord.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing, my lord.
Read on, bro. Read on.
And all they that despise thee,
the other nations. Go ahead.
Shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Woo. It's gonna be.
No, D, you know that's
there's gonna be no plea bargains that day. You ain't putting us in Rikers on that day.
Ain't gonna be no plea bargains.
You gonna pull up and they gonna lay on the ground and you gonna step and they gonna roll and you gonna step and they gonna roll. You just gonna walk on, eat them all the way to the door.
Read on.
And they shall call thee.
They're gonna call us, the Israelites,
the city of the Lord.
We're gonna be known as the city of the Lord. No more we gonna be stopping frisk, pushing us against the wall, forcing us into plea deals.
the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Read on.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated.
Are we forsaken and hated in this place, y'all?
Yes, we are. Nobody like us.
Nobody like us. Go ahead.
So that no man went through thee.
Nobody cared about us. Nobody looked for us. Nobody said, "Hey, man, we gotta stop. Hey, Bloomberg, why you oppressing these people with the stop and frisk policies?" Go ahead.
Right.
I will make thee an eternal excellency.
There's gonna come a time, brothers and sisters, we are gonna be an eternal excellency. Eternal. Go ahead.
Starting with the black man.
Starting with the black man. Remember, God said He gonna make us as fine gold of Ophir.
That's right. You ain't never seen that gold.
That's
before.
that gold. There is no price tag on it.
Yeah, you can't get that gold.
That 14 karat you got, that 18 carat,
It's trash.
That's
trash.
That's trash.
24 karat.
Damn.
That's
Go
some
ahead.
bull, Jack.
It's like
That's
you
that
can say last
transparent
night,
gold.
you're gonna be Malachi. Deacon Malachi, can I be your wife? Let me think about it.
I'll think about it, sisters. Go over there.
Get your own
I'll
bread.
get back to you.
You got your own bread and raiment.
I get back to you. Give me a month. I'll be back. I get back.
She be sitting outside like a Shaolin monk, just in the rain, waiting on you. The door open. She ready.
Go bathe in oils for 2 months, sister.
Right.
6 months. 6 months.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
A joy of many generations.
Listen, Israel, we're going to be a joy of many generations if we endure.
That's
right.
All praise to the
That's
Most
what I
High.
be looking for.
Look at verse 18, Capo. Look at verse 18.
Read verse 18.
Verse 18. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
Violence, stop and frisk, us getting traumatized by murders,
Choke out.
robbing each other, choked on the floor like Eric Garner, is going to be what?
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
There's going to be no more violence. No more violence for the Israelites.
That's
We ain't living like animals no more. Our kids ain't going to be traumatized no more.
But Cap, I hate
Yeah.
to tell you this, man. For this to happen, I hate
Two-thirds
to
got to
say
go.
it, the niggas gotta go.
Niggas.
The
The
niggas.
niggas got to go.
Again,
Yeah.
We cannot see that there with the niggas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Niggas gonna try to rob
Can't be no
angels.
niggas
Yes,
in the
the
kingdom.
niggas gotta go.
The again's gotta go. That's,
Yeah. The niggas gotta go.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
All praises to the Most High. Salvation and praise.
Can somebody?
That's right.
It's 11:58. Can somebody ask me why we invite Mikel in the show today?
I don't know, man. What you got to say, Mickey, yo?
What the hell wrong
I'm
with
just
them?
happy to be here.
Oh, man.
All praises.
All praise. What you think about that, Mickey L?
No, we're gonna end it right there. Mikel, what you got?
What you think about that, Mickey L?
Which one?
You've seen many days as opposed to all.
As a matter of fact, that Mikel was in.
You was in Jim Crow, wasn't you?
Mikel was in Jim Crow.
Is that the end of the show?
Civil rights march, easy.
Hey, was you in the Civil Rights March with Dr. King?
Easy civil rights march.
Mikel, didn't you walk with Dr. King?
I know the net.
I don't know the name.
I know.
I hung out with him a time or two. He used to drink whiskey
I
with
think
me.
used to drink at the
Mikel
bar.
walked with
Hey.
Dr. King and he walked with Malcolm X.
He knew them both.
Mickey L used to drink that Ripple.
I gave him a little bit of ripple.
Hey, you go look at some of them old pictures. You see Mikel in the back just staring.
Looking on young.
The watcher.
He looked just like that. He just standing behind
man.
Martin Luther King. I have a dream, nigga. Nigga, you didn't
Can we
dream.
but Mickey
You
L,
didn't have no drain.
can we say since the time from then to now it's gotten worse, right? It's
gotten worse. It's the same thing over and over. You just getting it in a different way.
Just packaged different.
Now they coming to you smiling. They got on white shirts and ties instead of white sheets. It's the same thing.
Dang.
Nothing changed.
Hey, Mikel, then you was talking about the
Sharecropping?
The sharecroppers.
Yes, sir.
Dang, he used to be a sharecropper?
No, he was on the show.
He was in
But
the
his
show.
grandfather.
His grandfather.
My grandfather was a sharecropper.
Oh, okay. I say, dang.
You know,
Same thing we doing today. We still sharecroppers.
sharecropping. Yeah.
Oh,
It ain't changed.
You just call it
Still
work
there.
now.
It's called a
Just
lease.
call it work.
What?
I got a job and I'm happy
Not
about
work.
my job.
Still the plantation.
What?
We just call it the plant.
Yeah.
Damn. You deep, Mickey, yo.
what did you just say?
He said it's still the plantation. We just call it the plant. Yo, you a deep brother, man. You a deep Judite.
He ain't deep.
No love from Deacon, man. No love from Deacon.
He said he deep like a puddle.
The guy said one thing in 2 hours. All of a sudden he deep. No, he ain't.
Hey, man. You spit that Judah parable, bro.
That ain't how much you say, Deacon, is what you say when you say it.
He deep. Olympic swimming pool
That's
deep.
a Judah parable. That's a Judah parable for them too as well.
Yo, Mickey, you smooth, man.
What you say? It's not what you say, but how you say it, right?
He said, "Ain't what you say, it's how you say it."
That's right.
And
But
when you know what I'm saying,
How you say it, but he ain't say a damn thing.
He said it slow.
It's above his strength, huh, Miguel?
You don't understand.
Some may get it, some may not.
That's Judah. That's Judah talk. You don't understand.
Brothers and sisters, you see what I got to go through?
I do. It's hilarious.
Why is that every time I invite Blood on the show, he's always turned against me?
You started it, Deacon.
Damn.
Oh.
Hey, Mickey, hold on, time out. Miguel, you better calm down.
You about to get fired.
I'm gonna get fired anyway.
D, don't let him eat. Don't let him eat that breakfast, D.
Oh man,
Hey, no breakfast for you.
Take his food, D.
I
Take
can't
his
wait
food.
for. I can't
You
wait
got
for
me up
Captain.
here oppressing me, wouldn't let me eat. Everybody else ate, but you wouldn't let me eat.
I told you, I told you.
we called that thing.
When Mickey don't eat, there's a problem.
He's still conspirating about that.
Yeah.
There's a problem. He don't eat.
Brothers and sisters, listen to this. What the brother did. Well,
Oh, you gonna bring
I'm
out the
gonna
history?
bring my case. I'm gonna bring my case to the brothers and sisters. And if I'm guilty, they're gonna tell me I'm guilty. Brothers and sisters, this is what happened. Captain Barnabas supposed to show up for the show. He went to Savannah yesterday. He didn't get home until this morning, so he said he cannot come. So now it was 11:50, 10 minutes before the show.
9:50.
No, I mean 9:50.
9:50.
9:50, 10 minutes before the show.
9:53.
So we said, you see that? I'm putting my case right now. We said, hey, let's get Michael in the show. He took Michael 5 minutes to walk in here. By the time he walked in here, it's already 9:58.
I don't think they understand how he walks, though, D.
Yes.
He's smooth with
And
his
then when he get in the show, he sit down, he go, I didn't eat yet. We like, wait a minute. It's 2 minutes before we ate. That's a live show. He look at me like, well, everybody's eating. I said, bro, can you eat a whole meal in 1 minute? He said, no. So I said, then you're going to have to eat after the show. I didn't know he still hold that grudge against me.
Yo, but D, you was there.
He did it before.
You was there.
And I made mention he did it before.
Yo,
Oh man,
this brother want to eat 2 minutes before the show. We're like, no.
I'm hungry.
And then he took 5 minutes to walk from the front to the studio in the back.
arthritis hurting.
Hey, that's that single
I got
brother
a
wall.
bad
That's his
back.
only hot meal.
And now
every
he
week.
still hold grudge against
Sunday
me.
morning.
I wasn't the one who was serving the food. I don't know why he mad at me.
Hey,
Don't worry, we gonna eat in a minute, man.
Hey, that's
Be
the
all right.
only meal he get cooked with love all week. You know,
Yeah.
he got to eat out of bags and cook it yourself out of dang on suppression at the end of the night. Like it's
This is
damn
what
10
happened.
o'clock.
This is what happened when you don't have a woman.
The brothers in mourning.
Hey,
This is
sisters.
what happened when you don't have a woman. If you had a woman, she would have made sure you eat breakfast before you leave home this morning. So now since you don't have a woman, your woman is
Pamela?
No, Jelly.
This brother said
KY?
Pamela.
What you mean Pamela?
You talking about a
Pamela.
His woman is
Pamela, huh?
Pamela, brother. Pamela. Hey, who's
your
Pamela?
woman. Hey, your woman is your finger with Vaseline. That's his woman.
Hey,
That's
Deke
some
say-
greasy love right there,
Hey,
boy.
Greasy
Hey,
love.
Deke say you got a Fifi.
Oh, Platonia.
Hey, at the end of the day, Vaseline and greasy finger cannot feed you.
Damn.
Somebody got to
Yeah, you
cook
don't
with a
wanna-
plate.
Boy, I know
You can't
chill.
cook nothing with that hand. You just
One hand in the frying pan.
You can't use that other hand. You gonna peel that onion. You like,
I know where this hand been.
Hey, Mickey L, Passover, Bishop might have to walk you 3-4 times across that stage.
Listen. Speaking of right hand, from now, I'm gonna start say shalom to brothers. Make sure they use the single blood. Make sure they use their left hand.
You just finding that out?
Right hand, bro. I don't know where he come from, bro. Hey, shalom. Are you single? All right, give me the left hand, brother.
Give me the elbow.
Some of them left-handed, D. You just gotta go elbow.
Yeah. They some of them left-handed.
They ambidextrous. They switch.
Hey, when you see brothers gonna say shalom before they say shalom, they go like this.
Hey, I be dapping them all with the left.
Single brothers, keep your hands to yourselves.
And don't cook nothing.
Don't cook nothing.
I brought you some chips from the house.
What about the married brothers that's getting cut off? They doing something.
Nah, we talking about single brothers.
We talking about single brothers right now.
This year, we're gonna give all the single brothers and single sisters a tag. Now, a little color band.
Yeah.
Like at the club.
We're gonna identify, so we can identify y'all. We're gonna make sure you got Mickey L, 2 of them. One in left hand,
big one.
One in left hand, one in right hand.
Good luck on finding me to give it to me, Deacon.
You know where you at. Hey,
we know where you at.
Single brothers who's gonna walk around with a big S on their chest.
Hey, some brothers that been single for a couple of years, some sisters been single a couple of years. We're gonna give them 2.
2 S's?
2 bands, 2 waistbands.
We gotta announce them every day of Passover. Every day.
Yeah, that would be good.
Bring them on stage.
You know how in the scripture, the virgin dress different.
Yes.
All these sisters that's married, they are virgins.
Yep.
Well, did I say it right?
No. Or the ones that are not married.
Not married. They are virgins.
Yeah, they are virgins.
Mm-hmm. If they're not married and in truth now, they virgins.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. They new creatures. Gotcha.
New creatures.
They're virgins. So we're gonna identify who the virgins are.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Hey, they like that. They like, I get to be a virgin again.
Yes.
No, that doesn't mean you single.
That just mean you single.
That just mean you single.
And some of these brothers like Mickey L is a 65-year-old virgin.
What the breast feel like? Sand.
Hey, officer, that means you just pure. You pure as hell.
That's what?
66.
Oh, damn, he put it out there.
He a 66-year-old virgin.
Hey, he's trying to be slick.
You see that?
That's
He said Deacon got it wrong. I gotta let the sisters know how old I really am.
I said 65, he said 66.
I'm 66.
I'm
I ain't no
66.
young.
I think I like Mickey L better when he wasn't talking.
I ain't no young.
You got him started, Deek.
Hey, Dan sucked his teeth after he said, I'm 66.
I'm 66, Deacon.
You super
I'm
single.
a 66 virgin.
I'm a 65-year-old virgin.
It was some 66-year-old sister out there sucked her teeth too. She said,
Hey, man.
Deek, get the text right now.
D, we doing a word of the day with this guy? Or did he already have too many
You got
word
your
of
word
the
of the
day?
day?
Word of the day. Yeah, he needed a haircut. That's his word of the day.
My hair look good, Deek. Y'all see them curls, Israel? That's
Curl.
nice. You know what I'm saying? Them curls. You know what I'm saying? That's gay hair. Judah hair don't grow like that. Judah hair be
Oh, what's
tight.
that?
You do your word of the day, man.
All right.
Brother right here, man.
So
I can't, bro. Damn.
what did we learn today? We learned that Deke was traumatized by New York City towing practices.
You need a haircut.
We learned that dang Deke, why you do that, man? Nothing messed up. We learned that Carmelo need a haircut, but he's not gonna seek the council because he ain't gonna get one. We learned Officer Mikael, he get vexed when he don't eat with everybody else. And we're gonna learn a new word. The day's word is falling up.
Falling up?
Falling up.
Falling up.
Following up.
Falling up.
Falling up.
Yep.
On up.
Falling up.
Falling.
Falling up. Got you.
Right.
Got you.
F-A-L-L.
Nut.
Enough.
Damn. Enough. Right? You keep falling up behind these ashy black devils, you're going to find yourself getting nuked when Christ get here.
That's right. Ashy black devil. The hell is this? Stop falling up.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
That's our doing for copying.
Spell it again.
F-A-L-L-U-N-U.
On up.
Yeah.
Falling nut.
N-U-P.
Did
Falling
you say
up.
falling nut?
Falling up.
Up. P.
Yeah.
P, not T. The last word. P.
Falling up. F-A-L-L-N-U-P. Falling up.
Falling up.
Keep falling up behind single brothers and You're gonna get some extra sauce on your
On your hand.
on your potato chips. You're gonna get a greasy shalom, keep following up with these.
That ain't sour cream in your potato salad from the single brother's house.
Falling up.
Following up with them.
Oh, man.
That's I do mean for copying.
That's why I don't go to this single brother's house, man. When you walk in there, you be like, what's that smell?
Falling up.
Smell like
You gotta go with the blue light. Turn the lights off.
Like,
And
what
go
that
with the blue
smell?
light.
They go falling up.
Smell like socks and jergens in here. What is
damn.
Falling up.
Smell like candles in your single brother house. He ain't got no woman.
What's that smell? Falling up for men?
Falling up.
Falling up. Damn.
All right, brothers and sisters, that's our show for today. All praise to the Most High. Please remember we do have a school here in Riverdale, Georgia. Riverdale, IUIC Riverdale. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Riverdale?
Yeah.
All right, 691 Highway 138 in Riverdale. We have online classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week for absolutely free at IUIC Classrooms on Facebook and Israel United in Christ on Periscope. Donations, if you want to give to the body, you could do so via PayPal at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org to keep the bishop, the deacons, the captains right now doing a glorious work in Nigeria. Right now, they're in Nigeria. You could support the Booster Club. Keep supporting the Booster Club. Keep this gospel going. Y'all see the works. IUIC.fundraising@israelunite.org via PayPal. Good, D.
Thank you again, my brothers.
Oh, stop.
We want to thank a couple of brothers. We want to thank Officer Kidan, Officer Isa, Officer Yohanan, Officer Elisha. Let me stop playing. Malachi, Officer Elwad, Soldier Dino, Soldier Kanaya, Officer
Kenanaya.
Soldier Kenanaya, Officer right there. Nope, right there.
Oh,
Well. Who am missing? That's
Soldier
it?
Dino.
No, I only got a Dino.
Think
Is
that's
anybody behind Elwad?
Malachi?
No.
Sisters.
Oh. Okay, also the sisters who provide breakfast for us.
Sister Avaya and Sister Shimonia.
Shimonia. Thank you, sisters. Thank you. I hope you guys got a plate for Mikiel, or he's gonna curse you guys out.
He gonna search y'all extra hard.
We want to thank Mikiel for making his last appearance.
Fired.
For making his last appearance in the show today.
Thanks for following up.
Farewell show.
Thank you. Farewell. But it was an honor. It was an honor sitting at the same table with you.
It's oppression up in here.
All the suns. It's just shine up in here.
It was an honor. We want to thank Officer John Ham for coming back. For coming back, Officer John Ham. You're welcome to come back anytime. This is your house.
Is that how you do living?
As you guys know, Mikiel after today is gonna retire. Let's give Mikiel a hand for being in the show today.
He's being forced to retire.
Yeah, let's
grand opening,
let's
closing.
give Mikiel a good luck present, goodbye present. Thank you, Mikiel.
Farewell.
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 There's
gift.
no severance in
Thank you,
IUIC.
Mikiel. It was an honor. It was an honor sitting at the same table with you, sir.
He said,
I'm sure you're gonna be around. You're just not gonna be around here.
Oh, can I say something, D?
Yeah.
Special shout out Deacon Aidan's house, Captain Joel's house,
Yes.
Officer Laquat Matah and his
Yes.
wife,
Yes.
and Officer Ephraim in his house in IUIC Philly. All praises. Thank y'all for the hospitality.
Oh, yes.
And the whole IUIC Philly. Not the city of Philly. The IUIC Philly. That's it.
Just that one building.
That
I
one
also,
right there. That's
I
it.
also want to give a shout out to New York camp.
Yes,
Last
yes,
week
yes.
I was in New York.
Shout out to New York.
Great hospitality.
Yes.
We
Captain
had
Yan.
Yeah, Captain Yan.
Captain Abiel. took
Captain
care of me.
Officer
Deacon Malachi.
Deacon Malachi.
Officer Liam.
Officer Liam.
Hey, what is that officer that will come pick us at the airport? I always forget his name.
Oh,
Yamaga?
Onias. No, not.
No. I always forget his name. But thank you for all these officers, man. You guys show great hospitality, man. Thank you.
Oh, Enoch.
Hey, the last time I was in New
Enoch.
York, man, I had to curse them out. And this time, man, they really come out swinging.
They got it right.
Sister Alicia Bo.
Yes. Oh, also the sisters that provide food for us. Deacon Asaph daughter, Deacon Yausap daughter, a couple of sisters also. I forget their name, man. You know, I haven't been in New York in a while. I forget their name, but thank you, sisters.
Thank you for the hospitality.
Thank you for the hospitality. You guys know who you are. Also, thank you to the Booster Club for sending the prophets to Nigeria.
Right.
They are over there and spreading the gospel. Hey, without you, we cannot do it. Same thing. Right. Also, thank you to brothers and sisters who's every Sunday turn up to Patience and Radio.
Right.
We cannot do this without you.
Appreciate you.
That's right.
Brothers and sisters, love each other. Stay faithful to each other. Stay loyal to each other.
Stay loyal to
we
Christ.
are still loyal to Mosai.
Right.
We are all we got.
That's right.
That's right.
Unity, unity, unity. Keep that in mind. They can break one, but they cannot break two. Always keep that in mind. If we come together, they cannot break us. They might take one of us out, two of us out, but they can never take all of us out. Always keep that in mind. We're serving a righteous God.
Right.
Thank you for continuing supporting us, for continue laughing to our corny jokes, because we know Officer Gad is corny as hell.
I don't even know why I'm here.
You see? Told you he's corny. Thank you. Next week, Lord willing, we know Captain Shemaiah be back, Lord willing.
Send a prayers for the traveling mercies too.
Barnabas probably be back. Oh, keep Captain Ariye right here. Keep his house in your prayers, please.
All praise. Thank you, Israel.
Keep your house in your prayers. Captain Yadon and
Captain Yadon and Houston.
Keep him in your prayers.
Yes.
The house of Officer Solomon.
Yes.
Keep him in your prayers.
Zedaniah.
Zedaniah.
The house of Zedaniah.
Officer Kidon. Officer Kidon. Keep them in your prayers, please. And our Cutlass brothers and sisters who are sick in the body.
Yes.
Keep them in your prayers. And don't forget to pray for the destruction of your enemy.
That's right.
And that's scripture.
Passover.
With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.
We here to preach the truth. All people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love is the truth. Preach the truth.